Aí, DJ Cabelo.
O DJ Chosen.
Tava na escola fazendo lição. Aí a professora falou: vou passar questão. A conta é muito fácil, acho que vocês conhecem.
Professora, que conta é essa?
20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor, é 6, 7. 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor, é 6, 7. 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor, é 6, 7. 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor, é 6, 7. A conta é muito fácil, acho que vocês conhecem.
Professora, que conta é essa?
20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor, é 6, 7. 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor, é 6, 7. 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor, é 6, 7. 20 mais 20 mais 20 mais 7. Aí é muito fácil, professor, é 6, 7.
O DJ Chosen. Vai te dar um amasso.
Aí, DJ Cabelo.
Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, say something in chat so I know you can hear me. Welcome, welcome. Today we're having the TFT Duos tournament. I'm joined by a Dipsy who will be co-casting with me. This is a fun, yep, hello. Yep, this is a fun tournament that I created and I'm hosting and casting as well. We have 4 very competitive teams joining back with us. They're not in call with us right now, but we might talk to them later on. Right, with no further introduction needed, I will start going through the rest of the teams. So, our first team is Team Pangu and Cuties. We have ASAP Mel and Toffee here. You know, double up ranks. They're Emerald 4. They're both Emerald 4 because they play together. Their favorite comps are Anima and Space Group. And a fun fact about them is that there's a 4-year age gap. They're a couple, for anyone wondering. Well, I think they have a really good chance, to be honest. Like, they also have the couple synergy. Dipsy is muted. I have Discord on. Oh, okay, maybe I'll turn this on. Dipsy, can you speak again?
Let's see.
Yep, okay, I think I can see your volume now. You should
Okay,
be...
there, that's
yeah.
great.
If you
Awesome.
like...
So no one heard me flame them. That's maybe for the best.
Yep.
I just asked when, basically, I said that these fun facts are submitted by the teams themselves, which, you know, this one was not great, but some of the other ones are a lot better. And I was asking how he thinks Team Cafe or Team Pengu Cuties kind of stacks up in this tournament compared to the other teams.
Yeah. Going back to what I said earlier, I think they have a good chance of winning this. You know, they're a couple, so they have that synergy of that communication synergy. But in terms of rank, they're not the highest rank in the lobby. There are some Emerald 1 players involved, so... But I do see them as being quite competitive. I wouldn't be surprised if they come first, but they could also come third in the tournament. What about you, Dipsy?
Okay.
What do you think about this team?
I think what you said. I think this team might be quite feast or famine. Mel is a known Anima one trick, and we will be seeing how double up is a bit more forgiving. I think for forcing comps because obviously Toffa will be able to center units in the early game. So she's kind of more likely to hit the Anima units early, but. If we don't see her with Anima at 2-5, she is also not like she is completely willing to roll all her gold to get there. So it's going to be interesting. I think, like I said, very feast or famine. They are the first or fourth in the lobby. Don't see them just kind of cruising through, taking like a top 2.
Yeah, as I mentioned in chat, Anima OTP is crazy indeed. And next we have Toffee, who from his comp history, seems like he's a Space Group enjoyer. It's actually one of the top comps right now. So he seems like to be a mad slave. I don't blame him, you know, we're all mad slaves. If you want to climb, that's how you win the game. You gotta play what's best, you gotta play what's the best on the patch, so you can't complain, you know, he's a good player. Side note, he is a pro player, a league pro player. So you know, that might come into his competitiveness in the tournament.
Yeah, I also have to take some accountability here. I put him onto the Space Groove comp when I was kind of coming up, and ever since, I think as well, why it's working for them is they are playing both 7 cost rerolls, right? So they have the benefit of having the 3-round cooldown on the cannon and sending each other their key units, and they've been using that strategy almost exclusively to get to their solo queue or to their double up solo queue ranking. So yeah, I think we should move on.
Yep, I think we're a bit time.
We have all the time in the world, man. No stress.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, just so the teams are not waiting for too long. Right. Next we have Team Pinga. Reason for the name is because they love Pinga, the penguin. So we have Kenjingwa on the left, and we have Waku Waku. Again, another couple. So you know they have quite a lot of synergy, I'll say. They're both Emerald 1. They play every game together. You know, that's really good as well. They're the highest rank in double up. So they are considered favorites, I would say. In terms of comps, Max or Kenjingwa is a Nova Fast 9 player, which is quite a hard comp to go every game, but he seems to be working really well for him, so maybe he knows a trick or two up his sleeves. And in terms of Waku Waku, she is a flexible player. I had a look at her match history, and I could see that she plays a bit of everything, which is good and bad, because that means you won't have much knowledge or much like understanding of each comp, but at least, or each like individual comp, but at least she has, you know, she can play whatever she's given. For the fun fact, they both love matcha a lot. They love drinking it. They go crazy, and they post it about their matcha a lot. What do you think about this team, Dipsy?
I mean, I think mega plus points for the matching profile pictures. I think that's very important. You can see the synergy, right? You were talking about it. Couples do kind of have that problem-solving ability already. And I think as we move into the later teams on the list, they will not be couples. Some of them might not even know each other. So we'll definitely have to see how they stack up. But for my money, Kenji and Waku, I can see them take this tournament. I can really see it.
Yeah. Seems to be a bit of a mic diff issue. Just let me know in chat if...
I think he's saying my mic is better, not like...
Oh.
Louder. Yeah.
Apologies.
No worries.
Just quick mic chat again. Let us know.
Also, just shout out to Tenma in the chat. If we had cams, I would also be mogging, frame mogging.
Yeah, he would be cam mogging me as well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
we can't. That technology is lost to us right now. It's rough days. Also, I don't know if anyone noticed, but it's crazy hot. So
it is very hot.
When it's currently shirtless, and just a thought of that sets me off. So let's move to the next team, man.
Yes, let's move to the next team indeed. So, for the next team, you know what? Let's switch it up, Dipsy. Why don't you introduce them?
I don't know. That's great because I don't know anything about
exactly
Tenma and Meeple. But I've heard a lot of good stuff from when. We can instantly look at their most played comps. Tenma playing mostly Meeple. I'm not sure if that means that we're likely to see a 10 Meeple, if that means we're playing I think it's 7 Meeple, right?
Yeah.
The second to last max rate. I know the NAR printing is very popular at this moment. I played myself. I played a fair amount of Vigar printing. I think that one was really fun. But we can also just see more like the Fast 8, Corky Riven probably.
Yep.
So it will be interesting. Like I think with Meeple you have a lot of options. So it will be interesting to see. And then Mental more into the Primordial. Maybe a bit outdated. Primordial obviously dominating the TFT set when this patch first came out, or the set first came out. Has gotten quite a few nerfs. And I've also been told that Mental also plays Meeple. Will be interesting because as we dive into the rules later, there are some interesting rules for sharing units within the comp. But I think playing the exact same comp might still be a bit rough.
Yeah. A quick thing to add on that as well. There is a quick catch, as there's a point system where if you play 4 more units, you're actually getting plus points. So maybe they have quite a unique synergy there on getting extra points, but we'll find out later on. Also, a fun fact.
Also, this fun fact is horrible.
It was horrible. I asked them for a fun fact. They couldn't come up with anything better. He just told me he shaved his legs.
This was a better one, actually. There was a worse one. I'm not even gonna say it. I think it's just embarrassing. But yeah. Nederland, best country. You guys are the best. Thank you very much. Shout out to Kairos in the chat. Big up. They're as you can see, they're both plat 1. I assume they have mostly played double up together in preparation of this tournament, of course. But slightly lower in rank. But they climb up quite fast, I'd say.
Yeah.
I can definitely see them spicing it up, getting in the mix there. But maybe I wouldn't say they're winning. But maybe it can more function like a dark horse in this tournament. Yeah,
I do want to say though, even though you may see the double up ranks being Platinum 1, which is not as good compared to the Emerald players that we saw earlier, they are actually the highest in solo queue rank. Mantle is actually D4, and I think Tenma is around Emerald 1 to 2. So even though their double ranks may deceive you, they're actually better than you may think.
Yeah, and we'll talk probably more when we get into the game. about the differences between solo queue, the benefit that experience in double up will actually have. But I think we should move on to the fourth team one.
Yeah, the one and only team that
they're a bit special.
Yeah, they're a bit special because certain things happened. Like certain people couldn't play, and we had a last minute pull in from one of our friends that could join us today. But yeah, do you want to introduce them this time, or should I go again?
Sure. Shout out to Rena for subbing in on quite short notice, but actually, as you might not expect if you haven't been just like me, maybe you're new to Wen, you don't know Wen that well, you don't know his previous tournaments, but the Kairos here, actually the winner, the title defender of the previous Wen TFT, was it a double up competition as well?
Yep, double up as well.
Yeah, so unfortunately, his duo from last tournament couldn't be here to help him defend his title.
Yep.
And from what I've been told, that guy was quite cracked at the game, and Kai was kind of dragging him down. But we'll have to see. He's not played a lot of TFT, as you can see. He's only silver 4 in double up. I think he's unranked, if I was in solo queue as well.
He was unranked.
So Kairos, definitely not the most experienced in this tournament. Also plays a bunch of bullshit. There's no, I think Ren couldn't find like an actual comp.
Yeah.
It was just units.
Yeah,
so,
it was just random, like a combination of units, and so I just put a bunch of bullshit as that.
Yeah, I respect that though.
Yeah.
Like sometimes TFT is a game where at the start there was some creativity there. These days, all these other people, they just follow the meta. They go to Meta TFT or any of the other websites, look at the stats, just play what's good. This guy, at least, he's looking to cook himself, but let's see if he overcooks as well. And then on the other side, Rena playing Space Groove, which we've seen. I think it was Stoffe that was playing another Space Groove, so might have to switch it up, or we're gonna be contested on Space Groove every game, which definitely I think hurts the other team, Toffe and the Pengu Cuties more, as Toffe's early games are gonna be very important to enable Mel into playing Anima, so not hitting his Space Groove units might actually hurt him more than it would hit Team Meowers. And yeah, as a fun fact, they both love to meow. I imagine that's also why you can see Rena meowing in the chat as well. I imagine that's why they called themselves Team Meowers. But they already lost 1 point, unfortunately, because they barked at the start. I don't know why you're barking and calling yourself Team Meowers.
Yeah.
-1 for that, unfortunately. But so they're already starting behind. But I'm sure Kairos is gonna want to defend his title in this. Gonna have to see what they cook up.
Yeah. To add on that, Reina, she hasn't played the recent sets, but she's actually masters in the previous sets, so she has the good fundamentals, obviously, to get that high. So hopefully she can carry this through. As for Kairos, he doesn't have much experience this set. He doesn't play much, so I really do hope this team cooks up something, because they are the real underdogs. Every team we saw earlier was either Emerald or Platinum. This is the only team that have both.
They've also played together. They've been preparing for this tournament intensely. Boot camping, putting in the hours. Being in a relationship is hard work too. So they're getting put through the ringer, and Team Meow is kind of coming in last moment as the underdog, but also as the title defender. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, they haven't played much this set as well. Both players, and if I'm not mistaken, they played maybe 3 or 4 double up games together. So yeah, this is real. This is the actual real underdogs. We call them the Cape Verbs.
All right. Cape Verb is also showing up big in the World Cup, as Ben is alluding to there. So I have to see if they can match that performance. And I think we should just move into a quick rundown of the rules before we just head into the game.
Right. So I'll go over the rules, as Dipsy's done a lot of talking. I think he might need to hydrate himself a bit. The total games, that will be played are 3 games. To get first, getting first, you get 10 points. Getting second, you get 7 points. Getting third, you get 5 points, and getting fourth, you get 3 points. There are some extra points you can also gain. I'm just gonna go them real quick because the game is starting soon. 3-star 4-5 course, you gain 1 point. Also, these must be in the final board. If you get 2-star Z, you get 1 point. If you get 2-star Master Yi, because that's my favorite unit, even though I know it's quite meta right now, I put it there because it's my favorite unit, you get 1 point. 3-star Zoe is not as that meta right now, but it is Dipsy's favorite unit, so if you get 3-star Zoe in your final board, you get 1 point. As for conditions, if you win the game with a combined team health of 100 or more, you will get plus 1 point. If you have 6 Anima on final board, you get plus 1 point. Max out one of these traits, so if you have 9 Dark Star, 10 Meeple, 10 Space Groove, you have 2 points. Both players on the team have 4 or more of the same units in their final board, we gain 2 points. A unit holding 3 Radiant items on their final board, excluding Radiant Thief gloves, you get 2 points. And lastly, a unit holding Aegis of Dawn and Aegis of Dusk on their final board will also gain them 2 points. Right, the games are starting, so I'll pivot over to this and we can begin. So,
Awesome.
Right, so what an opener. So it looks like the encounter for this game is start with 3 random emblems. This really will spice things up a lot. Dipsy, have you played this encounter before, and what do you think about it? Do you know any like good emblems that you could get?
I mean, I think my first thing to look for is, did anyone get the Darkstar emblem? I think that gives you a very straightforward line to play. Darkstar obviously incredibly powerful. I think these days they usually play it with Asol rather than the Riven that it used to be good on. But I think that would be my go-to. I think the +1, as we see there, Shepherd, very straightforward line as well.
Yep.
But I'm kind of hoping to see people also cook up, make use of a multitude of their emblems. Maybe it's also smart that we go over the gods for this game.
Yep.
We get to see all the options.
And,
that is very interesting.
Yeah, Ravus and Yasuo.
I see.
So I think one more thing to add as well is that you actually get +2 points if you hit a max trait, either that Space Groove, Dark Star, or what's the final one? Meeples, yeah. So people could actually go for those high caps and get those extra points.
I think ideally you would like to see in this encounter, you would like to get the kill
Yep.
hero, I guess, for the Reforgers.
Yeah, but it seems like it's Ravus and
cook a bit more,
Yasuo,
but
this one.
Yeah,
so.
don't really have that option there. So I also think that makes placing lower, of course, in the creep rounds and more important. I imagine that's in double up too, right? You get the Reforgers if you're lower rated.
They removed that actually for.
Oh, they removed that altogether. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's fine. In terms of the gods, I think mainly playing around Yasuo and Varus, you would go a reroll line because Varus most of the times gives you rerolls either through duplicators, mini duplicators, or anything that
double champions.
Yeah, double champions that have the same trait. And Yasuo buffs one unit or like one hex, so it's having a unit that is 3-star would benefit more from being in a hex. So I won't be surprised to see many reroll comps, but at the same time with the emblems you also would like to go vertical. So I'm quite interested to see what people were cooking. We can go for everyone's first.
Like what Waku is saying, what Waku is playing here is kind of leaning into the Timebreaker Brawler combination already. I'm not sure if she's gonna commit on the Ezreal Cho'Gath reroll.
Yeah, we're not sure yet because
items are not the best.
Yeah, with Timebreaker you get a lot of free rerolls, so yeah, you can cook up any comp you want with that free rerolls. As you see, Josh is already level 5.
I also believe Waku is playing early game level or something like that. What's it called?
Yeah, early. She's playing early learning, which benefits.
Early learnings. Yeah.
Which buffs your team, but one cost units benefit more from the augment.
Yeah. So I imagine that's very likely to be committing here on the Ezreal Cho'Gath reroll. Even though the items might not be great, like hitting a tier 2, like an upgraded Cho'Gath would be really big for her here. Maybe we should also take a look at some of the other teams.
We can look at his teammate.
Get a rundown of their
his teammate Kanjingwa, Portable Forge, has
Evelyn's Instinct,
very scary. Yes. I think the two main comps that play around this augment or this item is Master Yi or Belveth. We'll see if Max Kanjingwa is going to go through that line. He has Space Groove, Arbiter, and Voyager, which means none of them.
Probably gonna keep it on the Gwen, just play the Space Groove,
it's a quite a good tempo item for Gwen because a 2-star Gwen actually spikes really hard, and with her items she can do a lot of damage. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Has a Gwen pair already, so
I wouldn't be surprised if Max goes for 7 Space Groove or play the default 5 Space Groove board with Riven, because I think Evan's Instinct is not the best on the Riven, but I think it's playable with Riven. as we go through the first one, oh, this is a really good one. Cosmic Hex. This is what, alluding to what I said earlier, where you want to scale up a unit, and having a Cosmic Hex that gives you 45 health each round can really scale up those solo units or those reroll units. So in Waku Waku's face, her Cho'Gath would be a very big Cho'Gath.
This might be a very noob question, man, but do all 8 players get the exact same hex, or are the hex offers different?
The hex, the god offers are always the same. However, the components and items that you also choose are different.
I see.
And that depends on your placement during the offering. So if you're lower in the tier, you're more likely to get higher tier units. But if you're higher in the tier, you most likely get lower tier units. But everyone will still get to choose between 3 units and components.
We already see the synergy here between the Cosmic Hex and the Cho'Gath, of course. Also, Cho'Gath picking up the Gargle Stoneplate now, kind of putting Waku here in a very strong position. Even though we haven't seen many of the other boards, I would wager that her board's definitely looking like one of the stronger ones at the moment.
We can have a look at Kairos and Grass Chewer's board. For Kairos, earlier I saw him level to 5 very fast on 2-1, so he must be very aggressive. He's playing around Blood Offering. He actually, a quick history check is that he actually played this augment in the last tournament and won that game with his partner Katsumi Nico. So maybe this is back to his comfort. Maybe he's picking it for comfort, but in terms of an actual augment here, it's not that good in current market, in the current meta.
Let's see. Let's take a look at what he seems to just be playing Meeple.
Seems to be Meeple.
So could be going to a Meeple Riven type angle. Or even just printing Nars, but the items definitely that he slammed look like they would go to a Riven eventually. So seems kind of locked in there, but also like enjoying that 4-game win streak at 17 gold now. Might even be able to make it up to
20 with the selling
20
of the
if
Zoe.
he sells the Zoe and wins the next round. Even though selling Zoe should lose you points, we'll just take it for now. So let's take a look at what he's facing here. It's Toffe. That is kind of He got the Space Groove Emblem, which is obviously the comp, and he had the tier 2 Gwen as well. Went for that Apotheotic Forge. Seems like it's an Ari item.
Ari's Aura,
Actually, not too familiar with units that would use that one. Maybe you could shed some light on that.
It's actually a decent item on Nami, as it's one of your main carries for Space Groove. So I would not be surprised, especially with that Space Groove emblem already, that he would go for the Nami comp because it's actually really good on her. We can have a look at his teammate, Grass Chewer or Anna. Looks like she is playing around Zoe, Dipsy. So maybe.
That's what we like to see. But I think that's interesting. I think we were talking about this beforehand in prep as well. When the point system is very interesting. There's a little, there's some blatant favoritism, I would say. To especially the Master one is absolutely criminal. But I think we were discussing like, there's ways to play around. There's like, can you abuse the system? I think Anna right now showing instantly like gets a few early Zoe. I mean, 5 early Zoes at 3-1 actually. By the way, kind of naturally her way through there. And also on a big win streak.
Getting one from Josh as well.
Looking very good.
Yeah, it seems like she picked Heroic Grab Back and slammed and double duped the Zoe stage 2-1, which allowed her to spike early and also tempo. Which is a quite a good strategy considering that because of double up, the difference between double up and solo queue is that there is an extra cannon, which means you can send units through. So in a solo queue game, this may be quite detrimental to double dupe your Zoe early because you get less in the pool. With a teammate helping you find Zoes as well, it's actually not a bad strategy to have the double dupes and slam them.
And he already has another Zoe on the bench, even though he just sent one. So very likely to hit the Zoe 3 there, just play around that in the early game. Love to see that from Rena.
Yeah, seems like we might have doubted them too early. They could be a contender here for being the best team.
Yeah, they're also playing. They're just kind of committing in the early game. They're not trying to just scale up and lose. A lot of comments. I say that as Rena actually also first comment. Seems like I think it's Gwen too, right? That was hit by Kenji with the Avalanche Instinct and the Jeweled Gauntlet. Definitely managed to kind of smurf it in that specific fight, but
it's a very strong spike here.
But also she did kind of last in the fight, which allowed Kairos to keep up his win streak. So not too bothered, I think, about that.
Yeah.
We
haven't
actually
really-
see. I'm seeing some strong boards. If I'm playing solo queue, people are not building this type
Yeah.
of boards. Like it's actually not looking bad at all.
Yeah.
Waku
You know-
obviously is in a bit of a tougher spot, I think, because she can't really spend any gold leveling. But now that she had hit
Yeah.
50 gold, she's gonna be able to like really roll for those Cho'Gath and Ezreal copies.
Maybe you could look for Lysandra too. I'm not actually sure if you do.
But to be fair, she is playing a 1-cost reroll comp, so econ augments are not as needed or compulsory in these comps, as she needs to only roll at level 5 and doesn't need to level up for any extra levels. Seems like she has 5 copies of Ezreal's already, 4 copies of Cho'Gath. She's quite far off, but hopefully with Kenjingwa helping her send some Cho'Gaths, she will hit Cho'Gath 3 by the end of the stage, which is when you should typically spike for Cho'Gath. We haven't really had a look at Toffee's team and Tenma's boards. We'll have a quick look at Tenma's board. Seems like he has calculated loss and healing orbs, playing for more of a loss streak opener, and then maybe tempering to a fast 9 or maybe a reroll comp. He has the Xayah, I can see.
I think I'm a bit suspicious on the calculated loss and then taking a combat augment directly
Yeah.
afterwards. Seems a bit counterintuitive,
Yeah.
but I'm sure he knows what he's cooking up.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't want to lose too much HP. It's not the worst augment choice, because picking 2 econ augments as well is not the best. So, I don't know.
Especially with the early game boards we've seen these people build already. Someone
Yeah.
already hitting the early Xayah here at level 5, by the way. That is
Yeah, this
criminal.
is Tenma, yeah. Seems like he might be playing around Xayah, but with his emblems,
Why is he at two mighty mech as well? I'm not sure really how he managed to get all these units, but
yeah.
definitely getting a little bit lucky here.
Yeah. I am curious to see what he's playing, because with a Rage Blade Slam, you don't play any comps around Meeple. You could play around Shepherd with LeBlanc carry, but yeah. Or
Definitely very
maybe,
far from
yeah.
that right now.
Or
Also,
maybe
the
he's
Infinity
slacking.
Edge not really going there.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
yeah.
maybe he's just playing Meeple anyway. Just play Desire for now, and like Rage Blade can just go on Corki. Play more about better items on Riven potentially.
I mean, it could be also playing around Na, because Na is a sniper unit, and maybe Xayah could be another unit involved in that comp with the Corki to buff the sniper trait. But we'll find out. We have his teammates, Mental Handicap, also going with an econ opener, so it looks like they're both trying to lose streak early game. And he has Apophectic Art a Forge, which gives him a divine artifact.
What divine artifact that may be, we will take a look at a little bit later as we're going over augment choices. Once again, Varus coming through, not really the best for the early game reroll comps, right? Getting a 4 and a 3 cost unit. That's still 7 gold though. Sharing the same unit could be big for our Space Groove players though. As I think it's just Toffa actually. No, there's another Gwen.
Yeah, this is a bit of a mix,
there as well.
it seems. But I do want to know as well, the hex that was offered was the frozen hex, if I could find it. It's called Cryogenic Hex. It's the first time an ally falls below 40% health, they freeze for 1 second and heal 40% of their max health. This is actually also one of the stronger Yasuo hexes. I'm sure not everyone knows about this, but a lot of times in high elo, if you see this hex, it's a guaranteed click. There's no thinking process, you just click it, because that's how OP it is in the current patch.
Actually, do you even click it if you've already selected the previous hex? Because then you're
Yes.
kinda
Yes,
can't
you
really
would.
stack it on 2 frontliners so that we already see. Like,
Normally, normally how it works is, if you have the scaling one, you first scale your units, and once you hit the later stages, you then swap the units and put them on the cryogenic hex.
and then you increase the HP, the healing,
Yep,
of course,
exactly,
for the HP
yeah.
that you gained. Sounds like not too many of our players went for that choice though, but this one here, I'm not sure who we're looking at. Is it Waku?
Earlier we're looking at, I think it's Grass Chewer.
That's Crash too. And
Yeah.
yeah, we already see 4 people locked in on their gold selection as well. The other 4.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is a team thing that both Toffa and Mel just went for the reroll, like for the Varus, for the copies of the champions, whereas Grasture and Kairos went for the hexes. And our other 2 teams kind of putting off that choice on which gold they're going for until the next stage.
It's one
Have
thing
we
to
looked
know.
at ASAP Mel's comp here? Because we usually talk about her being an Anima one trick, but seems to not be playing that right now.
Yeah, I do want to say though, she is given a Dark Star emblem, and she has played this comp, so she is quite comfortable with this comp, I'll say. So I do expect her to force 6 Dark Star.
Yeah, also already hit the Acel there, so
Yeah.
has some decent items too. I would say it's just a rage play that looks a bit awkward. I would say.
Yeah, it is a
because
bit
I
awkward.
guess you just end up putting that on something like a Jhin.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I wondering what she's gonna do with the items. Do you not usually just put items on Acel here? Like.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, like, I think the Dark Star emblem should definitely be moved down to Iron Soul. Obviously, you know, these players are not perfect, they make mistakes, and they don't always know what's correct and what's wrong. But hopefully eventually she will move down the Dark Star emblem to Aurelion Soul.
Especially as we're dealing with a limited resource, right? In terms of the magnetic removers, you don't get infinite of them, and you don't want to find yourself in the late game without any when items need to be moved around. But once you do hit a unit like Acel that she's presumably building around, right? You expect that to come through. Toffe here, coming in just in time, help her win, maintain that. Now going on to a 2-win streak after she had been losing quite a bit in the early game. So
yeah, helping his girlfriend. What a cute couple they
as
are.
as a real man should.
Yeah, yeah. I do want to know one thing though, is back to Grass Chewer. Even though she is playing around Zoe 3, she has 2 tanky. And normally with 2 tanky, you play around 2 Orns and 2 Samiras. So I am wondering what she's going to play with the Zoe. Is she going to keep the Zoe 3 for the backline and Orn 3 for the front line? Or is she going to play a different front line? I don't know.
We might also, honestly, how crazy would it be to just play the like once she gets the Zoe, she's playing it for tempo now, go into the Samira comp, and just play Zoe in her final board in the last
Zoe
combat.
3 hit. I think
We'll see now, I guess, if she's playing the second comp. She is leveling up, forcing that second Zoe in, so definitely.
And she
seems
does
like
have
that will be
6
the play.
Orns already. And I guess she
Oh,
could
she's
connect.
not playing the second unit.
Yeah.
She's not playing the second Zoe then. Okay.
Wait, give me a second, Dipsy. I need to do something.
That's fine. I will keep it going in the meantime, as we are gonna just follow the combat for Grassrooter for a while, as Wen is sorting some stuff out. Here we see that the Ezreal 3 has been hit by Waku. The Cho'Gath still seems quite a bit of. Also, I see some disgusting behavior here on the bench of Waku. There's a Samira and an Ornn, so definitely knowing that those units are very sought after is going to be holding them, getting them out of the pool, making it even harder for our Space Groove players to hit those. As Rena, obviously, with this comp also trying to get that into the mix. She has a Samira in the shop, actually. I didn't see that before. She is not buying that, so we will not be seeing her move into the standard to tanky comp. She's kind of cooking one of her own making. As we're moving into the last augment selection now, it's another gold augment. We'll be taking a look what Arena is aiming for here. Has a lot of options here. There's Prefects usually would be really good, I'd say, with 2 tanky, but as seeing that she's not going after any Zoes, after any Samiras, she ends up taking explosive growth. So now that she has hit Zoe 3, she's just going to be pushing levels. Sees probably that Ornn is too contested to reliably hit a 3-star variant off, and she's gonna play the strongest board possible when she hits level 8, potentially pushing into level 9.
Yep, hello, I'm back. And I do want to say though, she does have 6 Orns already, so it's not out of the possibility to hit Ornn 3. And even though she is getting contested by Toffee, who's playing around Ornn, he only currently has 2 Orns. So his frontline is struggling a bit.
Yeah, but we also saw, as when you were gone, that that Waku was holding Samira and Ornn copies on her bench.
Oh yes, you are right.
Might have sold. Yeah, so definitely aware of. Is that a Samira 2 on the bench even?
There is Samira 2 on the bench, but
can
even
obviously play it next to the Ezreal as a sniper. But I think she hit Jhin maybe, seeing that she has 2 Dark Stars. Yeah, the Samira just.
What's even
to
crazier
take
is
it
that
away.
I see someone with a Zaya 2 on the bench. Azaya 2.
We are definitely entering some interesting.
Yeah, Azaya 2 and Laui
rounds
2
here.
on the
And I
bench.
think honestly, this is something that we mostly. This is probably all because of the emblem encounter, right? People are
Yeah.
kind of out of their comfort zone. They usually have
Yeah.
very straightforward options that they could go for. And we see, as you mentioned before, the Rage Blade ended up going on a Gnar. He's not printing the Gnar, so he's currently printing a core key. Might just be building up the stacks because he doesn't have a fourth Gnar.
Yeah, I think how normally it
print
works
it.
is you would level to 8 and play 7 Meeple. Seems like he high rolled a bard, so he could play 7 Meeple on level 7. However, you at this point you should have around 6 Gnars because it takes 2 turns per round
Yeah.
to print a Gnar. So by printing 6 Gnars, it will take you 12 rounds, which means that's stage 6 plus. And I think the main reason why he's not printing Gnars is because he doesn't have extra Gnar to put on the bench as well to print. But I think once he gets that extra Gnar, he'll
Yeah,
put it
exactly.
on the bench.
Not super healthy, so it's definitely gonna be hard for him to
But
hit that Gnar.
It seems like someone is playing Gnar. George Kairos has 7 Gnars already, so it seems
And
a
is
lot.
printing them.
Yeah, and it seems there's a lot of contesting going on in this game, which is interesting.
I think this is very interesting to see that people are obviously scouting. They're looking at each other's boards and they are trying to really put the pain down. Duplicate a bundle there coming in pretty big. It's 4 tiny champion duplicators though. I believe Cho'Gath 3 hasn't been hit yet, so
I'm
might
not
see
sure
that.
about that.
but-
We'll have a look. Seems like also the lobby client is a bit scuffed. You know, we can't wait for next season when
Yeah,
TFT finally gets their
moving
own.
to a separate client,
Yeah,
right?
with
That
Unreal
should
Engine
be,
with a separate client.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
and hopefully we get live spectate as well, because there is a minute delay
should-
currently.
Do you know when have you played any TFT on tournament realms?
No, but I do know there is live spectate on those.
Because Loki, next time we might just have to get our players some TR accounts.
But how is that possible? Is
Cho'Gath-
that no? Can you do that?
We talk about it off stream, don't worry. But we see Cho'Gath 3 has not been hit. I believe she didn't take the champion duplicates,
Yeah.
already hit that before
I
then.
think-
Took the storm hex, didn't take the cryogenic hex as you were referencing, which would have been very good for her Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
Move the cosmic hex to the Maokai, for example. But will then eventually like go. I think you get a little bit of extra gold by not taking 3 hexes.
Yeah, you do.
As power increases.
I do want to note though
warnings,
that
warnings, yeah.
this last hex, Storm Hex, that which stuns the entire board, the best unit to actually hold this is actually Jin, because of the way his ultimate works, that he can actually hit the whole board. So there is some good synergy there. I think also the main reason she didn't pick the dupes is because she already hit the Cho'Gath 3 and Ezra 3, and there's not much else to roll for, and she just kind of wants to push levels and get that Jin 2.
So also did in fact put the Jin on the Storm Hex, right? So definitely
She does know her stuff.
aware of definitely aware of what those hexes do,
Yeah.
what units make best use out of, and I think that's the power of Waku. Is as you said in the preview, right? Is she is one of those players that's very flexible compared to a lot of these more one-trick type players. So I think the emblem encounter also definitely pushing that team. I think it's the Team Commonwealth, right? They're
No,
maybe
they're
not-
Team Pinga.
Oh, Team Pinga, definitely. You can see it in the scoreboard even. They're at 62 HP, while everyone else is already dropping low. And let's take a look at Mel and Toffe, because they're already dropping at to 6 HP right now.
Yeah.
Wonder why that is. Toffe did hit the 7 space group there, saw Blitzcrank
Hit
in
the 7
that
space group,
wall.
but still stuck on 1, which is his main tank. He does have to itemize a Nunu 2, which is not the best because Nunu 2 is mainly for utility for the stuns. So I can see why they're losing. Toffee is unfortunate because
Also
Grass
has
Chewer
only
was...
hit 1 Samira, I believe. So
yeah, but for this comp you
definitely
mainly
a bit
play
sussier.
but for this comp you mainly play around Nami 2, so at least he hit the Nami 2. That's his main carry.
Yeah, he also, I see him holding Zoe, so might be acknowledging that they are going out in last place here. Maybe he's looking to 3-star Zoe, or maybe they could even look to play some of the same units in their final board if they end up going down in the next combat.
Yeah, that is true, but ASAP Mountain seems to be playing Zoe's. She did hit a decent front line. She has a Tom Kench 2. Cho'Gath 3, I assume that's from the traits that you can give to each other. You know, the offerings.
Yeah, I also took 4 Vars. She took Vars 3 times, so she got 4 champion duplicates there in the end.
Yeah, as well. Yeah.
Probably forced the Cho'Gath that way. But yeah, Isabel definitely looking strong. That kind of hit the whole Aesol Dark Star. Oh no, she's only playing
5
5
Dark
Dark
Star.
Star. Hasn't hit Jhin yet and is not playing the Lissandra.
She's missing the
That's a
Lissandra.
massive blunder.
That is a big blunder because if you look at Meta TFT or any comps websites, they normally don't show the Lissandra because they show the final cap board, which is playing on Jhin, which is probably why she didn't hold the Lissandra, because on the Meta TFT it doesn't actually show you're meant to hold Lissandra. So this is more of a thing that you just gotta play and understand.
This is also just a result, right? This is just a result of being pushed off meta, like off your comfort by the emblem encounter. She gets the Darkstar emblem, thinks, oh, this is a very straightforward path to take, but makes a crucial mistake there, and might have pay for that by going out as. I mean, it seems almost guaranteed that they will go out first here.
Yeah.
If you look at the HP discrepancy between them and the second place.
Mental Handicap has a little Leona free as well, quite a strong tanky Vanguard.
Precious Lantern, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique one.
Yet.
It brings someone from your bench to the board after 8 seconds, and they'll take the damage instead of your main tank. It's actually pretty good for your main tank.
Yeah, pretty good, and it seems like eventually she will be able to put in another 3-star Leona, as I believe she's printing them, I imagine, with
at one point, but it will take a while. So it seems like he only has 7 copies on his second. Oh wait, he has a third copy already, a second.
Oh,
copy
he's going for Leona 4 then, even.
Yeah, that would be a
pretty
big pass bar. Let's see how
many. We should have put that at +1, honestly. Big
for
oversight. But I think we just add that rule now, and they can complain about being unfair after.
What, for 4 cost, 1 cost? Or 4-star 1 cost?
I mean, it's not impossible to hit, but it's cool,
Yeah.
and I think we should reward it. So.
Okay, I agree with that. Seems like he's one off Leona free. I think with the extra dupes that you get given, oh, he didn't even went for the extra dupes, but seems like
he didn't even take them.
Yeah, that's crazy to hit that many pairs, because Arbiter, if you're Arbiter, he picked the one that
she's playing 3, right? So
yeah, he prints the one that gives Leonas. For 2 you get 8%, for 3 it's not showing, but if I'm not mistaken with my knowledge, I think it's 14%. Which is around maybe 1 to 2 per turn, because you have 3 and you have LeBlanc hitting. LeBlanc's really good at
also hit
attacking
LeBlanc
as well.
2 now with a sniper emblem there, putting in the Zaya, enabling that synergy, kind of cooking his own build. This is not a variant I've ever seen before, but maybe you have. But 3 snipers, playing 3 arbiters, 4 Vanguard, definitely an interesting little board put together by Mental.
It is interesting, and I think again it goes back to the emblem encounter. Everyone has to adapt, and to really cap out your board, you really need to use those emblems that you get given. So I am quite impressed by how Mental Handicap is playing his board out. So yeah, that's good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Leona 4 has been hit now.
Asam Mel and
like
Toffee seems to be dead. Unfortunately, they get last point, so I think they get +3 points. Did you catch any extra points that they gained?
No.
Not from my understanding, right?
From my understanding, no.
No.
Toffee holds some Zoes, which is respectable, but really
but
needs to be Zoe 3.
Yeah. I think Toffee tried to hold the Zoes to contest Grass Chewer, but I think she hit that Zoe 3 quite early before he even started holding them. Or maybe he held them for a different reason. Going back to Grass Chewer's board, seems like she is playing around the own 3, but she's not playing 2 Zoes. I assume maybe she doesn't want the extra health and attack speed. Oh, it's just extra health on the Zoe, which is understandable. Because
also doesn't have any anti-heal on the Zoe, which is a bit unfortunate. I think that's one of the better items. The Zoe items seem a bit supportive, I would say.
Yeah.
I think
I think
this board's not gonna cap out that great, but they definitely got a bit of HP on them because they played tempo well early. But
a lot of people
push down.
in this lobby, they look at meta comps and they look at what items they slammed from those tier lists. However, in those tier lists, a lot of the tier lists say that Zoe is a supportive unit. But as in this case where Zoe is your strongest unit, you shouldn't be putting supportive items on her. So again, that goes down to just a knowledge thing and more like understanding the reasoning why people play certain items on certain units.
I think the psionic item isn't even necessarily bad, but I think you would probably be better off going towards a sort of dual gauntlet.
Yeah, like dual
maybe
gauntlet.
strike. What's it
Yeah,
called?
striker's flail.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
So-
That type of build, maybe a death cap to put it all together. But definitely, I mean, I hate personally. I despise playing the emblem. Like I know there's a lot of people that like it. You need to be more flexible. It's definitely I feel like it's a very good indication of skill being able to play those emblem boards. And I think honestly all of our contestants have done pretty well. I think we've all seen them implement. You can just play and kind of ignore the emblems too, but probably hard to find a lot of success that way.
Yeah.
I think everyone tried to implement their emblems. Just didn't work out quite as well for Kairos and Grastu here as they go out in third place.
Yeah. Waku Waku takes them down. Not surprised, honestly. She has a 10,000 health Cho'Gath already. If you can see here, 10,000 health on Cho'Gath. That is disgusting. To get that much
just
health.
Imagine if this Cho'Gath also had the glacial.
The cryogenic hex.
Cryogenic hex now and would be healing for 40% of his HP.
Yeah, 40%.
That would go absolutely crazy. But I think it was, to be fair, as much as we praise Waku, she also had a disgusting early game with hitting and the Timebreaker and the Brawler Emblem. Like, kind of really had a natural progression in this game in terms of what she got handed to her.
It does show her knowledge as well, because I think a lot of people that were given a Timebreaker, Brawler Emblem, and the Voyager Emblem would be quite lost. And the fact that she understands to play around the Brawler and Timebreaker while ignoring the Voyager Emblem shows a quite good knowledge that she has.
Actually has even implemented the Voyager Emblem now in the later stages of the game as well, right?
Yeah, with the Mighty Mech.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's utilizing all of them.
Cooked up a very interesting build here, dropping the Melio as well, a unit that doesn't really do anything for the comp except for enable that attack speed bonus. So
seems like
honestly, this is one of the better Cho'Gath auxiliary reroll comps I've ever seen play, because I think it's quite a hard comp to play. Honestly, if you don't really get off to a good start, you need your Cho'Gath and your Ezreal to start at Infinity stack. You need to win your early combats, but you can't buy levels. So when you face someone like Josh in the early game that already leveled to 5, for example, at 2-1, definitely hard. So I think big shout out to Waku as she's on a massive 9-game winning streak now.
On the way to level 9 as well.
On the way to level 9, but also on the way to the top 1 spot as Mental and Tenma now. I don't think they're brinked quite yet, it seems, but it's definitely not looking good.
Well, Mental Handicap has a Leona 4, but I think a Leona 5 wouldn't even beat Cho'Gath at the current stage because of how disgustingly scaled up.
5.
Yeah, I don't think a Leona 5 is ever beating a Cho'Gath anyways, or even tanking just as much. As you can see, her health is only 5,600, even though they even have the Cryo Hex as well, or the Cosmic Hex.
We see some final item selections here coming through.
We didn't really get to talk much about Max's or Kanjingwa's comp actually, but seems like the early stage.
Early Graves, no? Or
maybe we're not quite sure, but
I'm not really sure. Yeah. Maybe he's just been getting carried by Waku.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to see him much, but
he kind of chose to just go Fast 9. I think.
Yeah.
Is he the guy that also plays Fast 9 Nova?
That is the one that's the only player that preferred to go Fast 9 Nova, and it seems like again it's working well for him.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Yeah. Maybe he knows that Waku is strong and
has a strong teammate.
Has a strong teammate, exactly. You know, they have the couple synergy as well. They can communicate. They're actually playing in the same room right now, so they have that instant communication, and they can look at each other's screens as well. So,
but it is really funny, I think, to point out the difference between Waku implementing all 3 emblems and, of course, Kenji here that ignored all of them and just went the Bill Gates comp, just went as many 5-cost units as he could find, kind of just ignored all those augments. And I mean, obviously working well for him now. The Cho'Gath came through, helped him there, the final combat, and
it seems like
we've got our first winner.
Has defeated. Yeah, what a showing by Waku Waku and Kenjingwa, showing that OP Cho'Gath 3 with the Cosmic Hex.
I think this might be the strongest Cho'Gath I have seen in this set so far.
Yeah, Cho'Gath 3 is actually not that strong of a unit, but Cosmic Hex does make the Cho'Gath a completely different unit, and like I said, showcased here in this game. Right.
Right, I think that we should be heading out of game now, and let's see if we can get a little interview going with our winners, I think, first, and then maybe we can talk to some of the other contestants as well, see where their head's at as they make up for the second game.
Yeah, I think Kenjingwa said that seems like someone's saying that my mic is picking up on the fan. I'm not sure how I can.
That might be
fix
me,
that.
actually. I'm not
Because
sure.
I have a fan as well. Maybe I should lower that.
Oh, that is probably you, actually, because you will not have the benefit of Discord noise cancellation.
Yeah.
You could be we can look at it maybe if we take a break, but you could add a noise gate through the filters.
Yep.
The same way you added had you added a game before? We can look into that.
Yep. Should we just go to a quick 2-minute breaks and try to fix
Commercial
my mic?
break.
Yep. We'll be back, everyone. Just give us a second.
This message is sponsored by nothing. Some water, I would recommend.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. I think I fixed the fan issue. Let me know in the chat if you can still hear the fan or is the mic better now.
Yeah, also in the meantime, let's see maybe if we can get Kenji and Waku in here for a quick
Yeah, Dipsy, if you'd like to drag
interview.
him in while I change.
I can drag them in, yeah, of course. Let's hope that they are doing nothing suspicious. I believe they had a pizza ordered, so see if they are eating. Hello, Kenji. Are you here?
Hello. Sorry.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear
Hello,
you.
we can hear you now.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. Yeah, what's up? We're talking about the game.
Well. The winner of the first game. What a performance by both of you.
Thank you. Honestly, I got carried at the end.
Yeah, Waku going for that Cho'Gath 3 with the Cosmic Hex really shows how strong Cho'Gath is with that Hex, and playing around your emblems really well with the Brawler emblem, with the Timebreaker emblem, and at the end also implementing the Voyager with the Mighty Mech. That is actually quite impressive. I just wanted to ask, have you played that comp before? Is that something that is new to you? How do you know to play that comp?
Usually for emblem games, I just so I was thinking one of them will be playing Fast 9 and one of them will be playing Reroll. So I was thinking which one will be easier to do. So with the emblems, I think with Voyager is easier with Mighty Mech. So I was thinking for Brawler with one Mighty Mech with that one would be great. That's why I picked it.
I see. And Kenjingwa, on the other hand, ignoring all his emblems, going Fast 9, just playing the default Fast 9 board.
No, I was saying like, if we lose this game, it doesn't matter because it's Rust. It's Rust anyway. So I'll just flip it and just see what happens.
Yep.
So I was just saying, like, I'm just gonna aggro early level. What's it called? Aggro level early.
Yep.
To save HP, and then Kareen can just play for late game scaling, basically. So then that's what we did.
From my understanding, you didn't get any extra points, correct?
No. Also, we were holding Orns, and they still got 3-star Orns.
We saw that.
We saw that.
It was absolutely disgusting, and I loved it.
Yeah, but we were saying it's
Personally-
fine because they spend all their gold, right? So it's okay.
They did spend a lot of gold. I think Toffe went out with an Ornn 1 in his final combat,
Oh,
so
no.
your tactic definitely handicapped. I think he went out with Samira 1, Ornn 1, so hit a Nami 2 though, but and a Blitzcrank, unfortunately not quite enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, when already alluded to it, I think this was the strongest Cho'Gath reroll I've ever seen in this entire set. I was very impressed.
Hitting 10k health.
Yeah, especially you, Kenji. Like, great job at all the, all the hard work you put
Yeah,
into that
the
Cho'Gath.
support. Yeah, the support you gave
Yeah.
was really helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Waku
very
Waku had to
helpful.
like defeat 2 boards every round.
No, I was losing on purpose. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you kept it entertaining, right, for the
Exactly, yeah.
stream. So
Also,
now that the first game is behind you, looking forward to the next game. Is there anything that we can expect from you? As well, obviously, Waku, when in the pre-show said, like, you're very flexible. You don't really have,
Yeah.
you don't play one comp. It definitely
Yeah,
was a big power point for you in this Emblem game. Can we expect to see more variants from you in the potentially the more normal games, or are you kind of gravitating towards a specific comp?
no, we'll just be playing different comps probably, and also we're going to be holding a lot of ons because I think a lot of people would rely on ons tank. That's what we know straight away. Like most people just have one tank and it's just on, so we're just like, okay, we'll just hold the ons.
Yeah, so
now and see
for
what
more I'm hearing is that Waku Waku is going to be flexible, what is given, and Kenjingawa is going to play Fast 9 Nova again. Right.
maybe, yeah. We'll see, yeah. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Alright, well, congratulations on the first game. You got 10 points.
Thank you for
You didn't get
casting.
any additional points, so you're not winning yet. You're not won the whole thing yet, so
I think we
true.
might have to do a quick rundown of the points on
Yeah.
the stream as we let you guys go back to your important discussions. I imagine you guys are eating as well right now, so we'll leave you be.
Yep.
Thank you for talking to us, and we'll see you again later. If you guys keep performing well, congratulations on the game on.
What time is the next game?
What time is the next game? I think we might need another 5 minutes at
yeah.
least.
Okay, that's fine, yeah. We'll chill. Thank you.
Bye.
Right.
All right, Wen. Let's quickly run over the points because
Yeah,
as far as I'm aware, there's only one team that got an extra point.
Yeah, which is
which
Zoe.
would be the
Grass,
Meowers,
yeah.
right?
I'm trying to
running the
ask for
Zoe tree.
screenshots for the comp. So
For the final boards, yeah. That
Wait.
is smart. Probably should have figured it out ahead of time, but also we are new to... I am new, certainly, to TFT, and Wen is new to, I think, competition in general. I mean, not entirely new, but...
I have
definitely to
casted.
hosting.
I have casted before one time by myself with a lot of voice cracks, with a lot of mistakes, and with a lot of
I mean, the voice cracks and the mistakes are all still here, but
Yeah.
we love you all the more
Yeah.
for it. So
Yeah.
it's going well. I think it's
Just left now because I have a co-caster with me today joining. So yeah, just mistakes.
This co-cast is running crazy hot. The energy, needed to cast always quite high, and it's relatively hot in my little room. Looking at 33 degrees right now, enjoying the weather. Let's wait. While we wait, actually, for the screenshots to come rolling in, maybe we can take a little interview with Team Meowers, as they are the ones that actually took an extra point.
Yeah, we can have a quick. If you'd like to drag them in, I have the screenshot.
I'll drag them in now. Do I just drag in both, or do I just drag in?
Drag in both.
Rana?
Drag in both.
Yeah, dragging them both. Okay, and that's a great introduction of Team Meowers. Hello, are you guys here? Awesome, yeah, that's great.
Right.
Okay, we're letting them. We're letting
them bond
finish a little
first.
role play
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
Obviously, celebrating their second place in game one. Rana, how are you feeling? We saw a little Zoe action in there, instantly getting you another point. We also saw quite a unique build, right? Like 2 tanky with the Ornn without the Samira, very contested space group units. What were your thoughts on this game?
I'll be honest, I was just kind of cooking. Like, I'm not sure, I might have burned the kitchen a little bit, given that we got 3rd place, but I tried a few cooks, it worked a little bit, it didn't work a little bit, but yeah. I have fun.
Might have overcooked a little bit.
Yeah, might have... Could definitely be said. Also, looking at Kairos, you went with the early Bloodthirster argument. when informed me that this is an argument that you won one of your games within the previous tournament he hosted.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Did you just kind of rely on comfort, or we also saw you go for like leveling to level 5 really early? Were you expecting to play tempo? Walk us through your thought process.
Yeah, no, I was happy with a lot of things during this match. As you said, the Bloodthirst Augment, I saw it and I was like, this is a great tempo augment. I've had success with it in the previous tournament. I always love to see the 3 emblems encounter, although this game I kind of feel like it definitely wasn't as much of a comfort pick or a comfort encounter, just because I scouted and saw like lots of Space Groove. I saw a Dark Star emblem on Waku Waku board, I think.
It was Mel, I think, that ended with.
Was it Mel?
Yeah, Mel.
I see. Well, either way, I ended up with like Meeple, Psionic, and Bastion. Bastion was nice. It helped with the Meeple board as well, with Poppy and Meepsy early, just essentially being a 2-man frontline. And I just kind of tempoed it out as I usually do when I'm not like too knowledgeable about boards and final board states. I just like to play tempo and play for early HP and then see if that can carry me to a top 4. But it seemed to get a bit cooked towards the mid game on this one, with 1-star and 2-star Akali being my AD main carry for half the game. Couldn't really ditch her.
Yeah, I think early game you guys were playing quite well. You had a lot of 2-star units, but as the game progresses, the high caps and capping on your board was a bit suspicious, I would say the least. You did get a lot of early Meeple units. I saw you had 7 Gnar quite early as well. I think you went for the Gnar 3 at the end. Hit it in the end, but like I said, your end board was looking a bit suspicious.
Yeah,
you don't even have you didn't have a main tank. You had a Rammus 2 with Feast Gloves for some reason. I don't know why your Rammus 2 have Feast Gloves.
Yeah, no, not moving the TG off of Rammus was definitely not correct. But at the same time, I think my main tank items that I had on like Meepsy or something was like Bastion Emblem, Stone Plate, and like
a something
item. Else. So it literally became a case of, okay, I can move all of my tank items around, use all of my removers, and I'm pretty sure when I was looking at it, the only reason I ended up not moving my TG for so long was that like it felt like every round I was getting like Warmogs and like some other random item with my TG. So I was feeling like I'd rather save the removers to next game. So
right. Even though you guys came third, at least you guys hit the Zoe 3, so that's a +1 point. Dipsy, you probably like that as well, that went for Zoe 3?
I'm very happy to see that. I actually didn't expect to see any. I expected to see the Master Yi come through, but
no Master Yis as well. It's quite
as it should be. No one likes that unit for a reason. It's only you really.
I like the unit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm all for being introspective and stuff. Like it's good to reflect on your mistakes. But at the end of the day, the game has been played. You guys got 3rd place. How are you preparing mentally to go ahead into the next game? Are there any adjustments you're gonna make? Are you just hoping for maybe a different encounter? What's your thought process like?
Well,
I mean, yeah, I for sure am gonna read the list of forecast champions, so that I can choose an actual carry maybe.
Maybe you should use a Mad TFT as well to help you with that.
No, I was, but it got to a point where.
Not sponsored.
Like because of
sponsor me.
Because of the emblems, it was kind of hard because my favorite thing about that encounter is that it kind of forces you to cook and actually make use of your emblems. But in this set that I have so little experience in, I'm kind of cooked. I am the one being cooked by that encounter.
Yeah, I think in a normal TFT, maybe in the future, where if you play a set, I think an emblem encounter is actually beneficial to you because you're someone that likes to cook a lot. But like I said, you haven't played much this set, so that didn't help you. It didn't go in your favors. Yeah. What about you, Anna? How you think about next game? Any plans? What are we gonna talk about with Josh?
I'm not gonna leak our strategy, but there is something we have discussed, and I think you casters will notice it as well. I'm not telling you when it will happen, but there is a strategy going on, so keep an eye out for that.
I hope it's not just like Space Groove one person and like Master Yi the other person.
I'm not saying anything, but hey, shout out to my teammate because I was low-key tweaking out a little bit because I was worried. I was like, oh my god, how are we gonna do this? You know, we are like the new pairing and stuff. And in the end, he ended up carrying me while I was dragging him down this game. So I'm looking to turn that around for the next game.
You already kind of referenced that the new pairing obviously is where you're playing against two couples, right? Like relationships definitely help you figure out how to work together as well. Do you feel like you're at a big disadvantage because of only having met each other like 2 days ago when Kairos' other teammate dropped out, or do you feel like you're a good pairing and you guys are going to give it a real shot still in the next 2 games?
I would say there are pluses and minuses when it comes to this, but I think we are good at playing into our strengths, and we will definitely do better in the next game for sure.
Yeah,
I do think.
and I think there's a lot of natural chemistry there. What with coming up with the team name Meowers so quickly because of our sort of, natural proclivities to hit that meow on it. We're definitely quite alike in a few ways that we're finding out. So despite the time frame, I feel like we make a good pairing in this comp, even though the chemistry of other teams may be much higher with them knowing each other much more intimately.
I do want to note one thing is that, at least on a positive note, at least you didn't come last. Me and Dipsy probably expected you to come last, maybe even like 10th.
Really?
If they even was a 10th
The
spot.
tournament isn't over yet.
But-
I didn't expect you to come last every single game.
Yeah, exactly. But coming third, especially with the experiences you guys have, is quite impressive already. Like I said, I don't expect much from you guys, but
Hey, thanks, boss.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right,
You guys
it's a great time to end this interview. Let
Yes.
Rana and Kairos go back to their separate channel. Thank you very much for the time, and we'll be looking to start the next game soon.
Yep.
All
Good luck, guys.
Put
Good luck.
some meows in the
Bye.
chat.
Yeah, put some
See
mouse
ya.
in chat.
God, I do not want I don't want anything to do with their interpersonal communication during the game. I can just imagine them meowing whenever they need to send each other like the choices you get in double up. Like, oh yeah, do you want 5 gold or a 3 cost unit? And meow meow meow. No, let's not go into that. Hopefully they figure it out how to work together better for the next game. And I think, talking about the next game, maybe we could be looking to start that soon as we quickly go over the points. Because I actually remember there was also a Leona 4 that we attributed 1 extra point to.
We haven't told every team yet. Should I just tell everyone right now?
We don't have time to go through every team.
I'll just say it in chat.
Yeah, I think we should just check if they're all ready. We can start the game when we.
They're in game, so we'll just give them
you the
minutes.
points. Because I think that would put Pengu Cuties, they would be at 3 points, right?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you can take a second.
Yep, Pengu Cuties are on 3 points.
Yeah.
And then who's the other team? Reina and Kairos should be on 6 points because they have
Because
5 for the
Zoe?
placement and then 1 from Zoe. Tenma and Mental should be on 7 points, but we're not implementing the 4 cost rule yet, or should we give them the point? You reckon?
We should, we should. Yeah, absolutely.
We should?
Just
Okay.
give it to them. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll give them the point, which means they're on 8 points. And lastly, Kenji and Waku, who finished first, are on 10 points.
All right, that's definitely looking already like a stacked up competition. Let's. I'm not sure if we can give the go ahead to go into game or if they already went.
They already
It seems like they're already into game, so
I'm
we're
just waiting.
probably
for
just
it.
waiting down the countdown. When any predictions, you mentioned Master Yi, for example. Do you think maybe the the emblem encounter also maybe didn't really allow for any. I didn't see any Marauder emblems. I didn't see any Challenger emblems. Right?
I
you
did
think
see
maybe
one of them that had Marauder, and like I said, Waku as well had Brawler emblem. It could also angle towards Master Yi because one of the main emblems that Master Yi actually likes is Brawler because if you read the emblem, it goes off on hits based on your max HP and making him a Brawler unit, and because he also attacks a lot, benefits a lot from that Brawler emblem.
Yeah, I think Brawler Master Yi was one of those combos that terrorized the ladder quite a couple patches ago now. But obviously can't really blame Waku when she puts down a performance like that.
Exactly.
Ezreal Cho'Gath reroll. I think Ezreal Cho'Gath reroll also, as we said, right, like that you had the Varus and the Yasuo gold, so it wasn't really a game I think that lent itself to really going fast 9. The only person getting away with that was of course the teammate of Waku that had the very strong Cho'Gath Ezreal to kind of bail him out whenever his combats would go rough. So I think maybe I really expect to see at least one Master Yi in the next game.
Yeah, if I don't see a Master Yi this game, I might be sad, honestly, and I might make it 2 points, just to spice things up.
I mean, fair enough. It is your tournament after all.
Yeah, and as we get into the game, we can see we're in the Prismatic finale. The last augment offered this game will be Prismatic, so there'll be either a lot of econ, a lot more power, combat, or a lot more general strength in the board.
So you told me something yesterday that certain augments, like the augment level, that it is determined in a bit of a weird way, where there's like sequences that happen. We've seen now that the first augment is already prismatic as well. Does that mean that we're guaranteed to get a triple prismatic, or is it more likely? What's kind of what we're looking at here for the second augment then?
I am not quite sure of the stats, but I do know that triple prismatic is more likely. I am not sure if they can go prismatic, gold, prismatic, but I definitely know it cannot be silver if I'm not mistaken. Don't take my word to it. I don't really check stats that often. But as we begin, we can see Waku Waku already with the Anima open. I think another player certainly will be quite sad or even crash out if they see this person playing Anima. I won't mention it.
Also, I think really good items there for the Anima comp as well. Obviously, Anima you can kind of just play it to cash out and then drop all the units, right? But we'll have to see. We'll have to keep a close eye on Waku. I think definitely the most interesting player that kind of jumped out to me last game.
Exactly.
Force in Strength is I think it's a brilliant augment, of course, to take when you're playing Anima, because she is very likely going to drop below 30 health quite quickly. But also important to look at the strength of her teammate, because he could definitely spoil this, be a bit of a problem if he wins too hard, starts helping her out, accidentally wins a combat for her, definitely throw a wrench in her pants.
I think she did still lose in the end because I can see her health is dropped.
Yeah.
But Waku Waku has the Titanic Hydra. There are mainly 2 lines that you can play with this. The first line is Master Yi, so hopefully she plays Master Yi. Or the second line you can play is around Xayah. Look at Stargazer of today. The board is actually one of the better ones for Xayah, so I won't be surprised seeing her play around Xayah or Master Yi. Actually, she's quite.
And Waku is also one of those players, right? That we talk about it already so much, even though we've only just started. She's very flexible in her approach to the game, so she will probably be in tune with the game, with the meta, know what lines are available to her. We'll just look. I think we'll just have to see what Anima cash out does she greed for, and then where does she go from there.
Yeah, we'll try to go through everyone's first augment. So with Kenjingwa, seems like he has a death cap. There's a few lines you can play around this. From what I understand, Vega is a very strong line to play around death cap. They actually, in fact, buffed death cap recently. Actually, with the augment, it gains the user 1 permanent. Sorry, not permanent, but gives them 1 mana and permanently grants them 1 ability power every time to kill someone. It used to read that it doesn't give any mana, but as the augment was really weak, they decided to buff it and give 1 mana. 1 mana might sound like a lot, but in reality, if you have 3 death caps, that's 3 mana regen, which is equivalent to half a blue buff. So, I'm curious to see what Penjingwa is going.
So then, I'm not really familiar with this this augment in general. Is this an augment that you take with the intention of stacking those Rabadons then? And like you said, bringing like a Vigar printer, for example, kind of looking to go that route, or
it definitely is
what do you
possible,
expect?
but you could also play around tempo. It seems like Kenjingwa is slamming his items, so he's trying to win those early games. But as he only has a team of 1 with the item, I don't see him winning every single combat. But seems like this one's gonna be a close one. Seems like he's still gonna lose this one. So yeah, even though he does slam his items, having a team of 1, not
And
is not the strongest
handicapping him
board.
there.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at some of our other
Yep.
participants as well.
So we go from
Is
the
that
top.
another? Oh no, that's just the same.
We have we have to look at the offerings first.
Oh, already going here. Trash and
Yeah,
Evelyn.
exactly.
I love Evelyn. I think that's really
Oh.
a mini recombobulate.
I thought
I saw someone click that instantly.
I thought you said trash and Evelyn.
Oh,
but you are right in that sense, because the recombobulator is one of the worst offerings you can get given. I'm surprised someone picked it. I think that was Grass Chewer that picked that one. I can see everyone else picked Evelyn apart from her. So I'm curious to see why she picked that. We have a quick look. Oh, she had a Primordial Opener, and it seems like she has 2 Mordekaiser now.
Yeah, now she definitely will be allowed to cook a little bit again.
Yeah.
2 Mordekaiser 2s and a Gwen 2, even at a 2-cost unit on the board already, turned into a Laui. So she has that Vanguard stuff going for her, kind of lacking like a real carry.
Yeah, but the
I
Gwen,
guess
she does have a
Gwen
Gwen
can really
too.
do.
Yeah. I am curious though,
Slam
because
some items though now, because you're not gonna slam items.
yeah,
Kinda just
she did say that she
the
had a
opposite.
game plan, and to watch out for late game to see what she cooks up. But with the birthday present, you can't really force a comp. It's more so you play around what is given to you. So maybe she didn't expect to have a prismatic opener with this augment, but who knows?
Yeah, I doubt that this is the thing she cooked up to play
Yeah,
around birthday
there's-
present
yeah.
and mini recombobulator, unless she
Yeah.
has some sort of. I mean, she is a bit known for her witchcraft, but this might be a little bit
Yeah.
too much with witchcraft even
Yeah.
for Rana.
Exactly. Might be spoiling the pot there.
Let's take
look
another
at
look
his
at some
teammate.
of our other. Did beat the team of 1 with the big
Yeah.
deadly app,
Kairos going for hard commit, so he is angling for that random emblem again.
which is a bit crazy
So-
considering he was just explaining.
Yeah.
He has no clue about the set. But
Yeah.
I respect it. I respect it.
I
you
do
know?
respect it. He loves to cook a lot.
He's
He-
going Meeple again though. That is
Yeah.
he kind of ran into that the other game as well.
Ka-
I
Kai-
don't think
yeah.
he seems contested on Meeple.
Kairos
so
is a
far,
person
though.
that, like I said, I mentioned earlier in the interviews, someone that loves clicking emblem augments. And maybe with not having that many that emblem encounter, he may be able to be more stable because you're not giving that much emblems. Starting with the Meeple augment, with the Meeple emblem, I think it is a good start. You have 5 Meeple units. He has the Meep C2, so I do
Yeah, you can
expect
really
him to
easily
go
you can really
vertical.
easily get to Meeple 7 now. You can
Yeah.
get it without just one Corki or Ramus gets you there now at level 7. So
Yeah, and you can start printing those, whether that be Vegas, whether that be Nas or Oppies.
Yeah.
You can start printing anything. Let's have a look at mental handicaps and 10 months board. Mental handicap also going for the birthday present, but it looks like he has a Darkstar opener, so he's playing around Darkstar. 10 mark goes for
4
level
Darks
up.
are obviously very strong.
10 mark going for Darkstar. He's also playing the 3 Darkstar units with
Yeah,
a register
already playing an Asol as well, not
Seems like
having the
he must have-
Darkstar emblem.
Must have been a high roll, but with the issue with Darkstar is that your whole game plan is playing around the 6 Darkstar, and the issue with that is a lot of times you need to be level 9 to get to Jin to start feeling that 6 Darkstar unit. However, because he has level up, which means that he can start pumping up the level and get to level 9 quite early, you don't actually need that Darkstar emblem because you can just go straight to 9. So maybe that's what his game plan is, of going straight to 9, finding that Jin, stabilizing around 6 Darkstar, or maybe he just wants to go a different comp. Who knows?
If you're missing that Darkstar emblem, do you still just itemize the Asol fully as we see the blue buff getting slammed?
You would not. You would then itemize around Karma or Jin 2. And the reason for that is because Darkstar, the reason why you play Darkstar with Eren So is because the emblem makes the unit a Darkstar unit, and the Darkstar trait buffs the unit a lot. If you read from the trait on the left, it says for Darkstar, the user gains 45 AP and AD. And once you get 6 traits in, those effects are even stronger. The reason why you carry around Aso with a Darkstar emblem is because he benefits from the Darkstar trait. Without that Darkstar emblem, you should be playing around that unit because he's not getting the extra bonuses from the trait.
Exactly. So we'll keep an eye on Tenma here.
He is holding Master Yi, so maybe a potential Master Yi game, potentially. I have seen him play Master Yi a few times, so I won't be surprised if I do see him play that line.
Definitely, I've not really seen the Darkstar into Master Yi angle before, but if we see that, at least that will make you a little bit happier.
Exactly. And let's scout the last team, who's actually on top. Looks like Toffee is on the win streak, as you can see by the fire. Seems to be
he's playing Primordian.
Primordian with
what?
Found a Jin. Oh, that's from Luxury subscription.
Okay. Interesting.
He is cooking because he has Living Forge, so it was like him artifacts.
Yeah.
A bit confusing what he's actually playing because I think
he might be. I think the Master he holds might be in response to this. Primordian reroll itself, obviously not very playable anymore ever since the nerf. So I think the most obvious line from that is to go into Master Yi. I imagine Wit's End probably is good.
It's good, but it's not the best. I think putting on Kindred, for example, is probably better, but it's still a good item on Master Yi if you don't have a third item for him.
Also has the Edge of Night, of course, which is a very good item for the Master.
Edge of Night, Sterox.
Not sure where the Sterox is going.
Yeah, that could go in either Fiora late game, or you can play around Akali 2 or Urgot 2. So there are some units that can hold it, but ideally at the end you give it to
but also
Fiora.
It's important to remember, right? He will keep printing out those artifacts with that Living Forge. He will only get stronger, and since they're already very healthy, it looks like they might be in for a long run.
But with that Jin, I would assume he might be going Darkstar or playing around a Fast 9 comp. Seems like he just has a Master Yi now. He is feeling a Master Yi, so maybe he is gonna just sell the Jin for gold or playing for Tempo for now and some later. But he even has the Malware Matrix, which is the best item for Psionic to go Master Yi, so I think he is angling towards Master Yi and getting the extra 1 point, and I am happy to see this.
Alright, let's check in on his teammate Mel, because usually she is the one to play Anima, but we once again see her...
If I'm looking correctly, they have the same augments. Mel also has a Luxury subscription and Living Forge. I'm not sure what 5-cost unit she hits, I can't see it.
Might have sold it already then.
Yeah, she might have just sold it because it may be a unit that she's not interested in playing. Yeah. Obviously,
she might just be committed to Stargazer because she's playing. You mentioned the boar, she has a red buff and a Zaya already.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
really solid opening.
There are some good. Yeah, there also are some very good Living Forge items for.
I mean, you mentioned the Titanic Hydra yourself.
Yeah, Titanic Hydra is one of the best ones for her. As we go into our second offering. 12 gold, they can buy champions for 2 rounds, or a random boon. For this, it's kind of 50-50, they're both quite good, but I would prefer Fresh because his late game boon that you get at the end is actually stronger, because if you read Evelyn's one, I don't think you can read it right now, but basically your whole team gains 10 durability, but however you also lose 1 extra health when you lose combat.
Yeah, and I think losing extra health is also, like, it hurts a bit more, I feel like, in double up. So you're not entirely responsible for your own results, of course. Is this another Living Forge? She did find the Aegis, and as we have discussed already, it's one of hitting both the Aegis of Dusk and Dawn could also contribute to 1 extra point.
Yep, that is true. She's not picking up the orb that was sent by Toffee.
I imagine that's not intentional, knowing Mel.
Yeah, she's probably just a bit overwhelmed, or just watching some Twitter posts or something, staring at some Twitter posts.
I mean, also obviously you are in a spot where you are used to forcing Anima. This is the 2nd game in a row where you're not going to be doing that. So definitely a bit off her comfort zone, like you mentioned. So
maybe stressed out a bit. Like I think when you enter into these competitions, it seems, even though obviously it's not, we're not playing for Worlds qualification or anything. These people are still very competitive. They want to win. They want to do well in the, against their friends, and it's a little bit extra pressure. It's hard to kind of keep your nerves under control. But Toffe seems to have everything under control. Maybe it's his experience as a pro league player coming through, because he is already there clutching up the fight, helping Mel out, put Kenjingwa in the ground.
Yeah, speaking of Anima, let's check on Waku Waku, who is still playing Anima, almost to that 400 cash out. 400 cash out is the sweet spot where you start getting those tier 2 Anima items and where you actually start to power spike really, really hard. I think she's going to take one more loss and also go down to 30 HP to cash out that Fortune Strength. Seems like she also has win out, so she might be going level 10. And Dipsy, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, you go level 10, you also get an extra point. So
I was not aware of that. I didn't see that in the rules, I'll be honest. But
yeah, unless
maybe you just might have made it up on the spot.
Yeah, I might have just hallucinated. And
I mean, but let's add it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I take back what I said. As we are.
Let's take a look at Kenjingwa though, because I think the more important, she is kind of. We were talking about what might she play. She's kind of building like some of those Anima items, so maybe she just ends up playing Anima vertical, like the Auroras, the Dianas, the kind of the comp Mel would usually play. But Kenjingwa here is playing the Ornn, is playing the Samira, so he's playing a very straightforward comp, but they said they were just gonna buy them. They're currently facing Crasher, who's also having an Ornn on the bench, so did lose this combat, but it's something to be aware of.
What I see, I think Kenjing was playing around the Space Groove. He has the Samira 2, and he has that Death Cap still, which I think eventually he'll put on Nami. And Ornn 2 is quite a stable tank. So
is the bonus ability power from the Rabadons linked to the unit or to the Death Cap?
It's to the item. So
that will transition very nicely.
Yeah, he has 31%, which is actually not bad considering they're actually losing all their combats. Because you expect,
and he has a team of 1 still, which is absolutely wild.
I'm just surprised he actually stacked up that much, to be fair. But I think like Waku Waku has cashed out. What's this? What she got? Raven's Obsession, good generic one. Gold Collector, was another good generic one, and Seeker's Armguard, which is not the best because she needs certain units to play around that. Let's have a look at Waku Waku's board as we see how she transitions this.
Oh, she miscalculated there. Tried to level to 9 instantly. Sold a unit to hit it, which is a bit wild. This might actually be a really big problem.
8 rerolls but 0 gold, and he's playing 6 units at level 10.
And I have to wonder what kind of put her down this road, because she is at 29 HP. She got the 400 Anima cash out. Like, she could have just taken it slow. Yes, you might still lose another combat, but you can take a loss or 2. You got a big win-out opportunity there. So, also not playing any of her artifacts, so she might also just be overwhelmed in the moment.
Yeah, she might be overwhelmed, maybe a bit too much for her, even someone as good as her. Seems like she is winning this combat though. Radiant, she cashed out the Radiant Field, which is a very strong item. I think she is hoping to praying for another Econ Augment at 4-2.
Yeah, we do have a Prismatic Finale guaranteed, right? So definitely has strong options there.
Yeah. There are some good,
let's actually keep an eye on her right now, because I think this might be the most crucial one.
I would default the right one. Oh, she kept the right. She actually rolled the right one. Middle one is not the best. Baron Layer is really good, but she really needs Econ. She didn't find an Econ, unfortunately, so it is a tough spot. But it seems like if she won the previous round, she could stabilize just a 1 or 2 rounds, I reckon.
Just buying some units, like even just filling out the board at this point, takes all of her gold, but that Aurelian Soul does look kind of strong. She did. Finally, she might just go for the Mecha.
Yeah, it looks like she went for the Mecha. Finally itemizing
the Aurelian,
the Mecha too. Mecha is actually a really strong unit, especially when you have the Mecha Evolve. And with the Radiant Field,
did she reforge all her? Did she reforge all her artifacts?
I think she did, and she might have hit even worse artifacts. I think the only playable is the Silver Menador, which is just generic tank item. Actually, Silver Menador is actually a really good item Irene on the Mighty Mac, but
Yeah,
I'm not
I can
quite
imagine.
sure if she's aware or she knows about that tech. Maybe she
Yeah.
does. Maybe
We'll have to see.
we'll have to see.
It
But
is
it
a bit
seems like she
awkward
is
as
winning
well,
combat
because-
though, so that is good to see. Toffee finally loses his lose streak, who's on fire the entire game, and has finally lost. Mel on the other hand is on another winning streak, so it seems like Mel and Toffee have had a quick talk with each other, figure things out, and like is really playing well this round or this game.
We see the second artifact item here coming through for Toffe. This is for Mel.
Mel.
They're both playing the same first two
They
augments.
picked the same 3 augments actually.
Oh my
Dipsy.
god!
Damn, they are really
Plus
going
1
for that.
point, plus 1 point.
Plus 1 point
Just
for-
give it.
For the triples. Yeah, for the same.
I don't think I could have thought of that myself ever. But the Fiora's already in there as well. For Toffe, he hit his full comp, even though it's still a Fiora 1, of course. But Toffe, honestly, a bit surprised to see that he lost in the first place. What do you think about the red sand on the Fiora? You mentioned it on Kindred before, but it seems like it probably.
I think it's alright. Fiora is quite a flexible unit, and any artifact items that gives HP, resistances, and attack speed are always good on fighter units. And as Fiora is a fighter unit herself, she does use the item pretty well. And she's also a 5 cost. So, and normally when you do play on these big, strong artifact items, you do want to put them on 5 cost units, 5-4 cost units. So it is quite a strong item on Fiora.
It seems like even though I was doubting Waku, they're definitely winning out on this one so far with the early level 10. As we hitting level 10 before we even select our third gold is actually pretty wild.
Actually, hitting level 10
But,
was that 4-1 or 3?
Yeah, might have been 4-1, which is where it's impressive to even hit. Like usually you aim what?
And the
level 8 around that time.
And the longer the game goes, the more she's gonna stabilize. And I'm gonna be scared for the rest of the team because I think if she does get that stabilized with that Erensto 2 and Mecha Mac 2,
I mean,
I think
and the
she's gonna win
insane
the
amount
game.
of artifact items she has as well, of course. She should definitely be.
And the final augment being
One of the favorites.
another combat augment as well. She didn't even get to pick an econ augment. Means that her board is really, really gonna cap really high. So I am gonna
As far as my knowledge goes, Baron's Lair is also one of the stronger combat augments.
It is one
Definitely
of the
I like
best
to click
ones.
a lot whenever I see it.
Likewise, I do click this augment a lot myself, and the reason for that is because you gain the extra attack damage and ability power, but also you get an extra tank IM. So if you are missing that tank IM, you can put it on someone else as well.
I see Hazel in the chat asking whether Mel is carrying Toffe or maybe Toffe is carrying Mel. And I think in the first game, Hazel, they went out as 4th. They had a really rough first game. Toffe was playing the Space Groove comp, but very contested on his units. Didn't actually hit either Samira or Ornn 2. But this game, they're looking both really strong. They're both kind of cooking with separate comps. Mel off of her comfort. Toffe looking like he kind of hit every unit he wants. He's only really looking to go to 9 now, I think. Look for Fiora or potentially look for that Master Yi 3. Definitely also worth chasing. So that will be a decision he has to make, but he already has 1 Fiora, so maybe 2 Fioras even. So he could maybe just sit at 8 and roll.
I would say that 8, especially because he has hit in his entire board basically, apart from the Fiora. So there's no point rolling unless you're going for a Tom Kench 3, I guess, to get an extra point as well. Or Master
And
E3.
it's double up, so if you have twice the amount of chances to hit the Fiora, of course, your teammate could hit 1 and share the wealth.
Seems like he's leveling, as I can see him pumping XP into... pumping gold into his
I think
XP
it
bar.
is also like leveling here is the more safe way to cap out your board of Fury. You
And
can just add a Morgana, you see already on this board. You can add a Kane potentially later. It's safer, but obviously you lose the option of getting that Master E3, which is another extra point in the competition.
I was saying that you can still get Master E or Tom Kench 3 at level 9. The reason why a lot of people don't go level 9 and then roll for 4 costs is because you do need pump a lot of gold to get level 9. But I think in his spot currently, he is quite healthy. He does have a lot of gold, and he's even getting all those extra rerolls from Commerce Core. So I can see him going level 9 and hitting 4 costs or 3-star 4 costs as well.
Yeah, I think your econ, needs to be really strong to get there. Toffe is looking like he's in a very good spot.
I do like his strategy where he's rolling, he's using the extra 3 rerolls to roll for the 4 costs, but not
he's
using
a bit
the extra.
overrolling now.
And now he's Yes, I was gonna praise him, but
Is
I
he
think
emotional? What is his decision?
I
He's
think
back to 50 now.
yeah,
but
but I
that was
think
a bit.
yeah,
I mean, I think he might have heard us talk and decided that he wants Master E3. That is, he could be listening to us, and we might be giving him some ideas there.
exactly,
But,
yeah.
yeah,
But
he seems to just be committed on rolling now,
Yeah.
which I think is not a bad choice. He should have bought that
he,
Kindred. I don't
he
think
is
did,
close now.
but
He does have 7 kindreds, so
7 copies of Kindred indeed already, and he's just gonna get more. And one of the things that you didn't mention is like, yes, you need a lot of econ, but it's easier to hit those 4-cost units when everyone is still alive, right? As long as they're not
Exactly.
contesting your units, because they are taking different units out of the pool.
yeah.
So I
that is
think
true.
Toffe definitely making the right choices, switching up his game plan. Originally aiming to level to 9, now sitting on 8 and abusing that commerce sword.
I think he is in a spot where he could go for either option. Obviously, level 9 being safer, but also playing around those 4-cost, 3-star 4-cost.
Yeah.
And especially with the extra points given, maybe that does sway people towards rolling at level 8 for those 3-star 4-costs.
And I think also, like, when you are looking at the boards of your opponents, right, like, you see the winning, like, you see, what's he called? Waku winning out big, right? Like,
Yeah,
already level 10 really early. So you know you're gonna need to hit
outcap
something
him.
extraordinary to outcap that board. And Master 3 could just be that. But it's also up on, to Waku and Kenji to play defense now, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to give them
Exactly.
Master 3 for free.
Seems like he is holding Master Yi. Kenji is holding 1 Master Yi, so that is good. But you need 2 of them. Kenji is also 7 copies of Rammus, so
There's
he is
a
going for the
Kindred
Rammus
there.
3. And a
Someone is
Kindred as
holding a
well.
Kindred, so it seems like they're all bonding together to prevent Toffe
Yeah.
from capping. But
Before that, I just want to quickly mention Tenma's team and Grass Chewer's team are both on 1 HP. I think is a clear is to see who is winning this game and who is going to be 3rd and 4th.
are they facing each other here as well? It seems like Grassio
Yeah,
is
they
facing
are
Mental.
facing each
Mental
other.
hit level 10, by the way,
Yeah,
so that
level
is plus
10.
1 point for
Karma
him.
to Jin too, but Jin doesn't have fully items yet. But I think
it's-
even though he's not fully itemized,
This is
Grass
an
Chewer's
interesting cook from Rena, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
we're playing
Bloodthirster on
Fate
core-
Weaver.
yeah, with Bloodthirster on the core key.
Yeah. I think
3-star
this
Gazer.
one, let's... not to be rude, but I hope this is not the cook that she was mentioning, because this shit seemed burned,
Yeah.
but...
Josh had 9 Meeple. Seems like he almost hit 10 Meeple. I think he
Very
just needed
unfortunate.
Econ. Yeah, because look, I can see here he's missing Vega. So he must have forgotten to buy Vega. But at the same time, he's not level 10, so he would have hit it
Yeah.
anyways, but he was missing the Vega on his board.
Yeah. Wonder how he got enough reforgers to the point, but I think
He-
it's...
From what I can see,
no,
he
it's a
also
valiant
picked
attempt.
off Grab Bag, which gives you a
so he made another
splasher,
one.
yeah, and, and I think for Meeple, you only need 2 emblems to get. Yeah, because there's 8
Is that
units.
correct?
Yeah, so there's,
Oh,
there's
okay.
8 units, and then you need 2 emblems and level 10.
Okay, one of
obviously.
them being Bard.
Yeah, and it,
Yeah. It's a good, a valiant attempt, I
But
would
this
say, from
yeah.
Kairos. But
I think Tenma and
kind of
and-
getting punished.
I think Tenma and Mental Handicap will probably go on next. The battle is literally between the Titans.
Kindred 3 has been hit!
It has been hit, but he has no items currently on her. Is he? He
Does
didn't,
that
he didn't
matter,
get time to
though?
move over. I think it might matter depending on who he faces. He is facing. Oh, is that Mental Handicap's board or it was a Tenma's board, who isn't that capped yet? He did hit level 9.
Did
That's
go for
his thing,
Nova,
Nova fast 9.
Nova again.
but I think against a Kindred 3, you're kinda.
This is a Kindred 3
However,
that is,
I am seeing that it's quite close. The Vax is not getting hit yet, but no.
Oh, there is a
Oh, Mental Handicap joined.
Ooh, not with enough
But-
though, as the Kindred 3 without
It's close.
items actually
Kaiser
manages to
casting.
hit
Oh my god, it was actually close.
it. Yeah, which
Kindred
is,
3 with 1 item.
you know, maybe a little bit of, a bit of slacking on Toffe's part, like the APM not
Yeah.
quite there for our pro player.
Luckily, he was
but-
not. He wasn't punished for it.
Yeah, wasn't punished for it, but definitely wouldn't have minded winning harder.
Ken
because,
Jingle has 8 copies now. He's 1 off Rammus 3. Dipsy, do you know by chance who is stronger, a Rammus 3 or a Kindred 3?
I don't know, but usually I would expect the tank units to be stronger. I think Rammus 3 looked absolutely busted when I saw it. I think Rammus and Nunu both just deal a lot of damage as well as being incredibly tanky. So
Seems like
that would be
Toffee
my
is
guess. But
is also trying to contest Max's units by
So
holding
that's,
the one
there's one more
Rammus,
Rammus in the
but
pool then.
there is only one left, like you mentioned. So if either Waku Waku or Kenjinko can
Do you
find
think
that
he ever
final,
moves to print the last copy?
that is a good question.
Seems
But I
hard.
think it's a bit late because you need 4 rounds, and you're also playing
Yeah.
weaker units as well. You get that.
Yeah, exactly.
But Waku Waku's board is still really strong. I wouldn't be surprised if Waku Waku actually beats Toffee, even though Toffee has a 3-star 4 cost.
Yeah, the 11 units I imagine, right? Like level 10 with the 6 mecha unlocked, a bunch of artifacts. Can definitely say that. Ooh, Navori Quickblade coming
That is
through
a
that
really,
that
really good
is
item.
That is really insane.
That is really insane.
This Kindred just
Toffee trying to
doubled
roll for that Rammus.
in power.
Can't find any Rammuses.
Yeah.
2-2 off Master Yi. I think Kenjingo's holding 1 Master Yi still. So there's 1 Master Yi in the pool,
Also-
and there's
But important to remember, let's see in the econ, like what's Kenju's, is he at 0 gold as well? Because Toffa
He is at 0 gold.
keep getting free rolls.
Mel is
so
holding onto a Master Yi. However, she needs 4 more turns to send that Master Yi. I am not
That's never getting over.
Yeah, I think the game will end before that send. So in her case, she probably should be selling this instead of holding it and contesting your own teammate. But you know, each to themselves. Maybe she likes contesting people, even though it's her own teammate. Let's see, Waku Waku's playing against ASAP Mel's board. Ireland so
Kindred
really
is coming in
strong, but with Toffee joining in, it's not a chance.
Fortunately for Mel there as well, not quite able to get Aegis of Dusk and Dawn. I mean, I guess she has Living Force, so there is still an opportunity there. Collect another extra little point.
Yeah.
But
So it seems like Toffee has gained 2 extra points, 1 for playing Master Yi 2, and 1 for playing Kindred 3.
Also, quickly checking on our Twitch chat, I see Kairos calling you out for having Viger on his bench, buddy, but fuck this prismatic shut encounter. Level up, win out, hedge fund. Don't think Kairos seems like he's got that mental stability going for him that you really need in competitions like this. Seems to be getting a little bit tilted, a bit annoyed at going out in 4th place, but there's still everything to play for in this competition.
If Max of Kenjingo does not hit that Rammus 3, I do expect Toffee to win out, as I don't think Waku Waku is actually strong enough.
We also see this Master Yis have now been sold, so
yeah.
was
And again,
fishing to
she's
be
not.
stronger
She didn't
himself at the risk
itemize.
of-
She didn't itemize the Silver Mandon on the Mighty Max, so you know.
I mean,
not
this is
everyone's-
one of the things you mentioned as well for Waku. She is very flexible, but it's very hard to
know every single.
be aware of everything, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And,
You don't know the exact
usually
items
going
you
deep in a few comps just allows you for
deeper
that little
knowledge,
bit
yeah.
of, exactly, know a little bit more of the tech, but still 2nd place here.
Yeah, I think they'll be very
regardless,
happy
she
with
probably
2nd
wouldn't
place.
Be, I think regardless, it's probably hard to beat the Kindred 3
And looks,
anyway,
if
even
Toffee and
she
Mel wins,
ultimately-
they will get an extra point for being over 100 HP as well. So they might just get 3 extra points.
I would debate
Dipsy.
over 100 HP. Oh, you think 50 HP is 100 HP? Is that how it works?
I think we did 100 HP or more, and because they're both 50,
Yeah,
it's
but-
100.
Okay. Oh, I didn't. Okay, that's not how I took it. But
How do you take it?
We kind of. I thought they would just have to be at 100 HP.
Oh. No,
yeah,
I
I'm
wrote,
not sure,
I did
but
specify writing
that's
that
fair.
a combined team health of 100 and more. So
Yeah, I've never looked. I mean, I'm not a double player. I've never even considered the fact that. Can you see how much HP each one would have or no?
your health is the same. It's the same.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
So either way, it would have been 100.
So, but help like basically the Fiora here coming in clutch, healing up Mel and Toffa up until above 100 HP then. And that is the final fight. That is Mel and Toffa, who at the start of the competition I think came in as favorites. But and look at them, they are looking mighty cute in the first place. Congratulations Toffa and Mel on this one. And congratulations on the Master Yi plus point. Congratulations on the Kindred 3 as well. So we will be moving, I think, to an interview with them.
Yeah. Before we do that, do you know anyone got any extra points? I think only Toffee got the
there
3
was a
extra
lot of
points.
extra points. There were
Yeah,
two
there were-
people hit level 10.
Oh, yeah, Waku hit level 10. And
And so did
Tenma and
Tenma?
Mental Cap, yeah.
Well, that's why those points.
Right, would you like-
Mel, if you could say in Twitch that you're ready, I will move you into our
Yep.
channel, and we can do a little interview. They are ready, it seems. So now my team lost.
If you can bring
Nice.
over Mel and Toffee in.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So, firstly, congratulations on the first, but a
Thank
big,
you, thank
a big difference from the last game. You guys came fourth, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and then came
Yeah.
first with 3 extra points. How'd you guys feel?
Yay, let's go. Huh?
How'd you guys feel?
We feel happy. I guess. Are we happy, Toffer?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Amazing.
The first game was really sad. We're not really like big enjoyers of the
Emblem
emblems.
Encounter.
Yeah, that's not our favorite. But it's okay, you know, it happens. And this game we did really well, I think. Toffee carried me, thank you for Toffee. But yeah, we did really well, I think, this game. But I want to give a shout out to Waku Waku. She is crazy on it. Like,
Yeah, she's
know,
a really good
can't
player.
just bring her down.
Bro, I thought I was lobby admin. I have like 12 win streak. I lose. I'm like, huh? I hit like I don't know what stage it was, but I hit Fiora Master pretty early on, and I lost. I was like, huh?
Yeah, you saw stage 4-1, a level 10 Waku
Yeah.
Waku popping up your screen. You must have
Yeah.
been quite surprised.
Trust me, I was.
In the preview of this competition, Wen and we talked a bit about the fact that we would have described you guys as feast or famine, especially due to Mel kind of leaning into the Anima and being willing to force it as well. Even though you guys obviously haven't played Anima yet, we have seen now a 4th and a 1st. So do you guys have any predictions on what's going to happen in the last game? Are you guys just bringing it home, or what's the plan?
Yeah, it kind of fully depends on Melly. She gave me motivation after first game, you know. So yeah, it depends what she says after this interview to me.
I do want to ask Toffee 2 questions as a one main question and a follow-up question. Number 1, what was the main reason you went for Master Yi? Was it because of the extra points? Was it because of the Silent item? And
But
2,
I got 3 points. First place got like 11.
and 2, what was the decision making between staying at level 8 and rolling for that Kindred 3, Master Yi 3, compared to just going level 9 and capping out around 3 or 2?
I figured we would win no matter what. So I figured I would just grapple up most points. And Waku Waku was a bit lobby admin, so I was like, I don't think my Fiora 2 will win the game as well. I think it's gonna make me stronger, but I didn't think it would make me win the game. So then I just flipped, and I think it's a waste of 60 gold to level 9 and then roll for the level 3s.
Yeah, I did see that Ken Jingo did had 8 copies of Rammus. Were you scared about that?
Yeah, I was telling Melly to roll all her gold, sell everything, and just buy Rammus. If they don't get Rammus, we just win.
Yeah, we were just perma rolling for. I have like the rolling augment, so I was perma rolling for free.
Yeah,
yeah.
I could see that you both had 3 of the same augments. I think Dipsy and I said to give them plus.
We had a bug mid game.
Oh,
I
a
sent
bug?
her Jin and she just never received it.
Did you guys see it? I think I sold the Jin. It was a very.
Oh, we didn't see it. We didn't see
Either
it.
she sold my Jin that I sent her at like 3
A very
sticks.
cushy point.
I don't remember which day, but pretty early on, I buy her Jin. She asked me, "Where's my Jin?" And I tell her, "I sent you 2 rounds ago," and she's like, "No."
No, it's not there. I don't know where it is. But yeah, I mean, it was good games. I think looking forward for the last game. Also, I really wanted the Aegis of Dawn. I had the Aegis of Dusk.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, we were looking at that as well. No, I think, like looking at it, what I think is very interesting, kind of a point I was wanting to make, and then you add the bug, right, that occurred, or potentially a bug. We don't know really what happened. There's no way for us to find out, but regardless, it's a big hit to your mental probably in that point in the game. Toffe, you're obviously, you know your way around the competition. You're used to pressure. But Mel, you're not really faced those same tribulations, right? Like, how do you come into this tournament? Do you feel like you're under pressure? That's kind of, we were thinking about it in game 1, maybe. Like, you are in a very different situation. You get the encounter you maybe don't like as much. Like, how are you dealing with the pressure of this competition?
I just trust my boyfriend. I just think that he's. Usually, I'm very angry and I'm very short-tempered when it comes to playing games in general. But it's just a tournament. It's for fun. We're here to have fun. LP is not on the line, which is the good side. So we're just having fun, I think. And then the first game, obviously, I was like, oh my god, we came last place. I want to FF. I was like, I want to FF. But I was like, you know what? Let's just have fun. And yeah, we won the second game, so I'm happy about it. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Dipsy, because of how many points they actually accumulated, I don't think we can give them the extra point for having the same augments. I think it'd be unfair for everyone else as well, because none of them knew about that rule.
Okay, and? No one knew about level 10 being an extra point. You just made it up halfway through.
No, that's... Wait.
That's not on the rules.
I mean, that is kind of true. That is kind of true.
Okay, but it's my tournament.
It is your tournament, but I can
Okay, wait.
it.
Oh, wait, okay, no, I'll get rid of that. I think I'll keep everything fair.
No,
You can get rid of the level 10 one.
I genuinely think you should add both.
What, level 10 and same augments?
They're amazing. Yeah, I think they're fine. Like both. And then if you feel like if the points are too skewed, we just make the last game worth more points. But I don't think
But I think it's the thing is with same augment, you guys need to track it then yourselves in game, no? That's like the only thing, because we can't track it.
Yeah, but we will notice. You don't accidentally have but.
Oh wait, same augment was game 2.
I mean, we had same augment game 2.
But when? I think they were last in game 1. They can't have gotten that many points. So I doubt that they are so far ahead. They can't be ahead. Waku Waku and Kenji are
we are probably
still
like
first.
3rd place or 2nd.
No, I mean, I'd say you'd be 2nd probably, but surely Waku Waku and Kenji are still ahead, and I think we should just give them the extra point for the same arguments.
Guys, we don't need it. Everyone's arguing.
Regardless, yeah, Mel. Okay.
Okay, you know what? I'll just make it fair. Any extra things that were added on, we just close that. Like, there's no extra points for anything that is not written on the game.
And -1 melee.
Yeah.
I don't like it here. Well, Maltov, thank you for coming and
I think it's just the most
involving yourself into this discussion. We will talk to you guys hopefully after the next game as well, and good luck in the final game of this competition.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
See you in 40.
I think we should have an interview with Mode
The
and
only
Tenma.
team we haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd like to bring him in, as I updating the
Yeah, I
points.
will bring them in right now.
Let me switch my screen.
Hello, Mode and Tenma.
Hello. The middle of the pack team.
I don't
Some
want
could
to
call them. So what happened this game? Run us through
I
your
got level 10.
Yeah.
I got level 10 at stage like 4-2, and I couldn't 2-star anything. It was very depressing.
I was really hoping he would. I was playing Darkstar and I saw him rushing levels, so I really hoped he will find me an early gen, which didn't happen.
Yep.
As you could see. By the time I got like a decent board, I saw Kindred level 3 on Tenma's board beating his ass, and I figured it's over.
Yeah. Would you note that down to being unlucky, or do you think maybe you could have played your econ a bit differently? Like, did you commit too early to leveling to 10, or what would you kind of contribute that lack of units to?
I could have probably waited a few rounds to get like 20 gold, but at the same time, I was like, I'll be the first one to be like above level 8, so I'm gonna have like a lot of percentage of getting 5 costs. But no, I only seen like 4 costs for like 8 rerolls, which were for free, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Fair enough. When do you have any resting questions? I see you're also doing math
I'm trying to manage some maths watch in the process because I think about the point system. I think a lot of people were unhappy about the extra at that point, so decided to remove them. I think
You
it's,
know what?
it's only
I'm
fair.
pretty
You were very
happy.
happy, yeah.
I'm pretty happy.
I mean,
about
yeah,
the
I mean,
bonus
that's why
points.
we-
I should.
Mel and Toffer were also very happy, so that makes 4 of them already.
Yeah.
Count me and I'm 5. That's more than 50%. I think we should keep them in.
Like, yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it's okay.
Well,
May-
while we're at it, Tenma, maybe you want to make a case for why you think you should get extra points?
I'm Polish, and we are the Lithuanian-Polish Commonwealth, and I think sharing is caring, and everybody should have some extra points, you know?
I mean, he makes some very compelling arguments there when I would seriously reconsider.
we'll
It's
consider
not
it.
only us getting points, obviously. Like
Yeah.
of course. No.
But certain teams will get more than others.
Well,
Yeah, but
well,
you know,
we let
just
Ben
adds
figure
more.
that out.
Yeah. Give us some time. We
Just
don't
have
we don't
more
like peer
figure
pressure
out.
here.
Let's give Ben some time to figure it all out. It's his tournament after all. 10-man mode. There's one more game to be played. Wen already said it, you're middle of the pack. Are we gonna make you guys see a run for that first place? Still?
I am. Yeah, I do have one dying question actually. Max or Tenma, I haven't seen any Master Yi going on. I'm just curious, what's wrong? Master Yi, you get plus 1 point. Freestyle, you get plus another point. Where's the Master Yis?
I was planning to play Master E comp instead of Fiora, but they did not appear in my shop, unfortunately.
I did ask him mid-game. Was he like, were we gonna get bonus points? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna play Master E. And well, he didn't even get one.
He didn't want to appear. I had one at like stage 3 randomly, and
yeah, we saw that. We were wondering if you were holding that
Yeah.
because Stoffel was kind of signaling he was going to play Master Yi quite early on with the items he slammed. The comp he was going early game. Is that something you noticed, or you just had a Master Yi, kind of was like, maybe I should play it, and then just decided later you should sell it?
I mean, I said early to mode that I'll need a Kali, and we just couldn't find one until like stage 4, and at stage 3 I was like, yeah, I'm just going to sell this guy for econ because I'm not finding
I
a
see.
Kali.
So honestly, it's kind of starting to sound like this game in general was very unlucky for you.
Yeah, it happens.
Do you guys think Wen should be, like making sure that everything is going well in the next game? Like, do you think maybe there's some odds that need to be manipulated? Are you guys being disadvantaged right now by the format, or what's going on?
Yeah, I think this is just like a very racist format, not gonna lie. But it is what it is.
The other positive note is that you have 12 points, -1 because of 4-star free cost that was minus, and because you lost from the level 10.
Listen, I think the 4-star 1 cost is kind of
But
really
I think
hard,
to
you
keep
know?
things fair,
Wasn't easy to get, Like, I worked hard for it.
I think to keep things fair, we can't add extra rules that were not stated already.
Well,
All right. Unfortunately, I think that's the end of this interview. When is, the final arbiter, as they say on all competitive operations. So, more than time, I want to thank you for your time, coming to talk to us, and we'll just let you go get back to your preparation for the final game of this competition.
Before you go, like I said, to be on a positive note, is that you have 12 points. In second is Mel and Toffee with 16 points, and Max and Waku with 17 points. You are, to be honest, you are not far off getting that first place. It's mathematically possible to get first if you just get first, or to win the tournament. So you just need a first and maybe an extra point or two. So like I said, maybe look into Master Yi, maybe look into some of the extra points you could get, like 100 HP. So maybe play a strong board. I don't know. Just look at the points. It could help you. And if you get first, I think.
What is the 100 HP one? Do we both have to have 100 HP at the end of the game?
Basically, just have 50 HP or more.
Yeah, 50.
It's just half health.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But yeah, good luck, guys, and you're not out of the race, so.
Yep.
I expect you guys can still win.
All right, and then I think we should start getting ourselves ready to start the final game. I'm not sure if the lobby is up yet.
Yeah, I am telling them to start right now. It should be maybe a minute or two before it actually starts.
Seems great. You just went over the points. I can't help but say that we missed the 4th place team.
There's a reason why I missed them.
The barrel, we didn't expect much from them. They were really mad at you for that.
Yeah.
It is probably very hard to compete, and in the competition with people that are so in tune with each other when most of your communication happens through meowing. Well, what kind of point total are they at? Do they still have a chance? Like, what
So to go over the points again, we have Kenjingwa and Waku leading the pack with 17 points. One thing to note as well is that they gained 10 points from the first game and 7 points from the second game. They actually didn't farm any extra points. So maybe they decided to play basic TFT and it seems to be working. At second, we have Mount Toffee with 16 points, so 1 point behind. They got 3 points in the first game because they came last. So we weren't really expecting them to win the tournament, but it seems like from the second game, they farmed a total of 13 points alone in the second game. 3 points for getting Master Yi, 2 Kindred 3 and 100 HP, and obviously 10 points for winning the lobby, which puts them at 16 points. For Tenma and Mental, they have 12 points, 7 from the first game for coming second, 5 from the second game for coming third, which gives them 12 points, and they didn't farm any extra points. Would have gotten 2 extra points from 4-star 1 cost and level 10, but we decided to remove that point system because a lot of the other contenders were not that happy with what was being added. So what can we do about it?
Yeah, a lot of our other contenders just don't like fun, it seems, as we are making ourselves ready to get into the very last game.
45 seconds, so I'll just finish off the last team, which is Reina and Kairos. So they got 5 points for coming second, but also another point for getting Zoe 3. And the second game they came last, so they got a total of 9 points.
Yeah, it's 9 points trailing, quite a bit behind. Mathematically, is it still possible for them to even
Mathematically,
maybe? But it's not looking very likely.
I think,
especially I think with the way Kairos is playing.
Yeah, you need a very specific combination plus extra points and everything to go your way to really get that top spot. So the chances are not the best.
Not quite out, but definitely very much down.
Yeah. And it's not like the best way to describe it. And it's not like they're like the best players in the lobby, you know. If they were like if maybe me and you substitute and played for them, there might be a possibility of us getting them to a first, but you know.
I mean, I would not say that's a might. That's all but guaranteed at that point. But there's a reason we're here, and we're not there. Obviously, it's to safeguard the other competitors.
Yeah, exactly. As we start our final game of the tournament.
This is really what it all comes down to. This is do or die. We already are in phase 3, stage 3, 1-3. So what encounter are we looking at? What gods are we looking at? Those are my first couple of questions. I see a bunch of 1-cost units.
So we have gold. All Orcans will be gold this game. Stargazer is the medallion, so playing around reroll lines. And for the gods, we cannot check it right now. We need to wait for the next stage to check it.
So Golden Gala, that opens up a lot of the hero augments, I believe.
Yep.
Do you expect to see any of those? I think Zed, for example, is one of those units
Zed.
that is on the bonus points list. Hoping to see one of those, potentially. I see 5 Kalens already. Not sure, maybe here we're looking at a Kalen reroll.
There is a very new comp that's playing around Caitlyn and Aatrox. How it works is you frontline Aatrox with 2 Gargoyles plus Titan Resolves, and you Nova him, so you try to get 5 Nova, and there's this comp where you play around him and he stuns the entire board and does a bunch of damage. I highly doubt anyone in this lobby knows about this comp, because it's a very new comp that is up and coming, and it's very hard to play as well. But it seems like she picked Stoneplate, so potentially could be going for that comp. I wouldn't be surprised because, like I said, Waku Waku, she's the type of person to play anything. And if I know her, if I'm not mistaken, I think I did see her play this comp.
There is an Aatrox in the shop right now. She hasn't purchased it yet, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that. But indeed, like you said, if there is anyone to do it, it will be Waku.
Like I said, no one's out of the game yet. Even Mental, Handicap, and Tenma are still in the game. But as we do that, let's check out everyone's augment. So Kenjingwa, with Patient Studies, has a TF opener with 4 TFs already to target 2 talents. With the Medallion, Dark Constellation, so could go towards.
When?
This is unprecedented.
Yeah. Hello.
Our internet died. Can you tell someone to pause the game quickly?
Wait. Okay,
You can pause it maybe. Oh no, you
can't. We're
Oh,
disconnected. We're back in. We're back in. Sorry, we're back in. We just missed a bit. Sorry.
Hello?
Sorry.
Disaster
okay.
struck, but it seems all sorted then.
The internet disconnection could factor into why she didn't actually buy the Aatrox. As she's still holding the Caitlyn units. Are we serving back now?
I believe everyone is back, yes. It seems like everything should be fine.
Yeah.
She is probably the benefit here being she didn't see that Aatrox probably, so you know it's nothing to be upset about at least. You would have ideally you just tell yourself that wasn't anything worth purchasing. I imagine you should buy the Akali though if you are planning on
or
playing this
sell one of the Primordians to make 10 gold. It seems like she prefers to just keep all the units.
Yeah, not doing either, so maybe she isn't quite back.
They're disconnected again. I'm not sure if this is updated because we are a minute delayed. So maybe that was the disconnect that they had earlier. They seem to be moving or buying stuff?
That could be a very expensive 2 rounds, like you said, right? You play around the Caitlyn, you play around the Aatrox.
Yeah.
You want to 3-star them before then leveling up. You need to get probably to level 8 to reliably
They are
get a
rolling
Kindred,
now, so it's fine. But we won't go into too much detail. Let's go back to everyone's augment. So Kenjing was playing around Patient Studies, has 6 TFs already. However, Patient Studies does level you up, and you ideally want to be rolling for TFs at level 5. So it's a bit awkward to.
He's selling the TFs now as well, so he's.
So
moving
maybe
away
he's
from
not
that,
playing on TF. Maybe he's pivoting to a different line. Maybe he could be playing around Lulu. Mental Handicap has Portal Forge, has the Rise Obsession. It's a quite flexible unit. It can be played around multiple different carries. So we don't know exactly what he's playing yet. Seems like he has an Anima opener, so likely play around that. Tenma's teammate also playing Patient Study. I think this is a good strategy. If your teammate is playing around an Anima opener, it's good to play around a losing opener as well, which is Patient Study. So that is a good synergy. And maybe this is how they could cap out and actually win the whole lobby. Because with Anima, you can actually cap out really high, like how Waka Waka did last game, even though she didn't win it because of the 3-star 4-cost Kindred.
This is something that you need to keep in mind when you play these type of competitions. It's not just a best of one. You play 3 games. The results of the previous 2 games matter.
Yep.
And now it's kind of do or die. Like you need it first. You need significant amount of bonus points. So I like taking a little bit of extra risk if that's actually their thought process behind it. And we'll have to see if it actually pays off, of course. The extra risk is not guaranteed to pay off. It might just be a disaster and they might bomb out as 4th, but so far they're doing fine.
We're looking at something very, very typical, I would say, from this player. We have ASAP Mel playing around the Anima as well. So there's 2 players playing Anima.
Yeah.
However,
also locking up a unit, so if they actually face off each other, you have to imagine that Mel is losing.
But it seems like Mental Handicap is actually playing around the board with slamming items on his Belvev too. So maybe he's just trying to go for an easy 100 cash out and then just get out of it. So that is actually more beneficial for ASAP Mel because you then be able to, no one will be contesting her in the lose streak. As for Toffee, went for a booster pack. I have mentioned this not in this casting, but previously that this is one of my favorite augments actually this set. Booster pack 1, or booster pack on stage 2, on stage 3 and stage 4. I love all of them. The power you get from randomly getting a 2-star unit is very powerful, and it gives you a lot of upfront econ as well if you don't need those units. Seems like he's playing around Lulu reroll. With the medallion, it is one of the best ones for Lulu, so I think this line is quite locked in.
Yeah, has some good items as well. I was opted for the Storm Hex there on Lulu, probably one of the better users, I imagine, of that Hex.
We have the underdogs, Kairos and Grasshopper, but looks like they ain't the underdogs right now because they're at the top of the leaderboard of 100 HP. Both might be going on a 5 streak. Josh Kairos is playing around the Primordian opener, seems to be it's a pretty strong opener. He has a Belveth 1 with the Bloodthirster. Playing around Treasure Hunt, one of the best augments if you're playing around Jinx 2 and Belveth 2 and Kali 2 with your main tank being Rek'Sai. So if he does play around this Jinx reroll comp, he can do quite well because that, I'm not sure you're aware of this, Dipsy, the augment Treasure Hunt actually got nerfed, going from 16 cost to reroll to 18 gold to reroll for your cash out. However, it is still quite...
not actually aware.
Yeah, it went from 18 gold, or went from 16 gold to 18 gold. But even with that nerf, it is still considered one of the best or strongest reroll gold augments.
I see. So you just play this, generally speaking, when you're playing reroll comps around like level 6?
You should
or
always
do you play
play-
them for any reroll comps? Or
Mainly level 6, so 2 cost reroll. But however, I have seen people play around 3 cost reroll. But I would say the 2 cost is a bigger spike because you don't have enough econ to go for a 3 cost unless you do farm those econ augments.
Yeah. What kind of cash outs do you like? Should we be expecting? Is it anything?
So you can it ranges at the beginning from gold to dupes to items to components, but at the final cash out, so I think that's at stage 5 or stage 6, you're guaranteed to get an artifact, which means that you can cap out a unit really high. On the other hand, Crash Chewer, it has Pandora's items, has Slam the Feast Gloves, has the Storm Hex or the Urgot. Not sure, she's playing 0 traits currently. So
I mean, she did tell she was cooking something.
She's cooking, and I'm surprised she's actually winning these combats. Obviously, she win this one because she's playing against ASAP Mel, who is locking in her Lawi at the back, which is good. I'm surprised she knows that tech, to be honest with you.
I think it is looking very much like a Master Yi angle for her.
Yeah, she has
I would imagine.
Edge of Night Slam, and the only unit in the entire game that actually plays around Edge of Night is Master Yi. So maybe this is what she wanted to do last game, but because of she got the birthday present, she couldn't do it. But let's see a second augment. Ionic Spark should be an instant reroll.
If she is looking like, if she's looking to play Master Yi,
Ionic Spark, Dipsy.
That is very interesting.
It is. That is very interesting. I am actually quite confused of what unit will use the combination of these items, or a board or comp that uses these items. You have any idea, Dipsy?
I genuinely have no clue. Not even a little bit.
The only thing I could see is Riven, where you put the Edge of Night on Riven with Ionic Spark on your own, I guess. But yeah, I'm surprised she picked that.
But would you then play AP Riven?
You can play AP
she
Riven.
Is a flexible
she is flexible, but from her spot with an Edge of Night Slam, with Rage Blade, which is good on Kindred,
so sus.
It is a bit sus, and still having no traits as well. Was she trying to lose streak, and then failed to do so?
I think honestly, I just want to ask her after the game finishes.
Yeah.
I'm not one to go around and assume too much. I wouldn't want to risk offending anyone, but this definitely seems like a cook, and she games in the kitchen after all. So maybe everything is getting burned, or we are seeing an entry into Master Chef. I think we'll just have to see and wait, because right now it's looking like everything is on fire.
Yeah, sadly, you don't actually get any extra points for playing no traits. So maybe she read the wrong point system, or she's making her own point system. But
it would be pretty base to rebel against your awful point system that doesn't allow any new entries.
I mean, I think I just wanted to keep things fair, and because if someone's not happy with it, then the whole point system loses its integrity. I think I had to make it fair, everyone. So keeping it the same point system as before. But yeah, I am. We'll keep an eye out on her to see how she cooks this comp. She might lose this combat as the Waku Waku's teammate Kenjingwa joins in. So yep, they finally took a loss. Kairos is still on a win streak, playing around.
It might be Kairos that is the one that ends up transferring towards Master. Maybe they were both considering it, and That's why she eventually moved off.
And maybe she could send the Edge of Night over to Kairos, and in return send her a Odge or Bloodthirster, because that's what Kairos has. He does have a spatula as well, so he can cook up some things. Like I said, he does love emblems, so he may cook up something. Looks like almost everyone took the Yasuo Hex apart from Kairos. I didn't actually see what the Hex was.
The Hex was a random emblem, so that is very befitting of him. I would say.
I think everyone took the attack speed one because it's just a safe, generic, good one. And of course, the only one that picked the emblem was Kairos. But
got a Primordian emblem, which is
actually not
very
bad.
Awkward.
It's awkward, but
I guess
it's
you
not...
just have to move away from.
You could just drop
Which
the
one
Briar.
Is it just Briar? Yeah.
It's just Briar and then just play another unit. He has the Master Yi now, so he could play Master Yi.
He should probably trade one of his items for the Edge of Night, as you said.
Yeah. Tengu is crying into my item stash. Please help. Quiet.
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Considering the fact that he mostly communicates in meows, I imagine this is a cry for help.
Yeah, I agree as well. But Tenma seems like he picked another Econ Augment, Advanced Loan. However, I do want to say Advanced Loan is a very good pick at this spot, because knowing that the final Augment, the reason why some players hate picking Advanced Loan is because if the last Augment is Prismatic, losing out on that Prismatic Augment is quite crucial. But now knowing that the final Augment will be gold, that means he only be losing out on a gold Augment. There's actually a lot of very good silver Augments at 4-2, so picking it during this encounter is actually quite beneficial. However, he does have double Econ, so maybe he will spike eventually. Seems like he is going for Gnar 3.
Yeah, it's going for like the generic Gnar printer build. Has already hit a bar there as well.
He has a bar, that is true.
A bit confused about this positioning. I mean, I imagine it's a Pike thing.
It's a Pike thing.
I've seen people play this when they play like the Gwen Pike reroll comp and
exactly.
stuff.
That is how he positioned, but his Pike is not itemized, so he won't be doing much damage to the backline. So,
I already changed it up now as well, so maybe
listening in on our comms, even though it's a minute behind.
Could be that, or just locked in.
Yeah. As for his teammate handicap, he's actually he's the one playing the Jinx reroll comp. So it's a pretty strong comp.
Kairos quickly clarified that he has 6 tiers in his inventory already this game.
that is from Magical Reroll, Magical Roll, because
okay.
Gain 4 of the same components. That's why, and he probably was mad about that.
He does have 2 Reforgers, so he could definitely get out of this spot rather easily.
We haven't really checked on Toffee and Mousebot. Seems like Toffee picked side effect. I'm not gonna lie, Dipsy, this is probably one of the worst augments you could pick.
Yeah, it looks really awful too.
Yeah, you gain 50% healing to target as magic health, as magic damage, and every 5 seconds you heal for 4% of the max health. It's really bad augment. Maybe...
Also, doesn't really seem to be great with the comp that he's playing.
Yeah, because the only one that heals for Lulu, because as Lulu, if you don't know about anything about Lulu, Lulu's ability changes depending on his constellation. The only constellation that heals is actually the ball. So it may be good if you play around the ball. However, he's playing around Medallion, which doesn't actually give any healing. None of his units actually heals that much, apart from Maokai from Nova.
No Gunblade has been slammed as well.
Yeah,
so.
only Maokai heals from that. So maybe that's the reason why he picked it. But it's not the best augment, and you can see as evidence from them being 4th place right now.
They are playing Anima, so
yeah, that is
we
true.
are still waiting
Mel
for the
is
cash
playing
out.
Anima. She did pick up another Econ augment, which is good for her, as she doesn't need the current spike. She is rolling
She's
now.
now at level 7, so she should start getting a bit stronger now. She's not playing the Diana quite yet.
She is still trying to lose streak. I do not think anyone's actually trying to grief her lose streak. So Coffee should be stopping her scout and letting her know that no one's trying to grief her to try kill an extra 1 or 2 units to save the extra health. But yeah, I think that is the one of the main disadvantages of Mel, is that she doesn't really scout at all.
Yeah, she doesn't really scout, but also I think she got burned 1 too many times, losing, like accidentally winning when she didn't expect to win. She refuses to slap, like
she refuses to slam items, but she will build them already as well, which is
Yeah.
a major pet peeve of mine. They might as well be components at this point
Exactly.
in the game.
But I do
it's
see
how
the
she
reasoning
plays,
behind
and
that.
it has worked for a lot.
And it does simplify your pivoting round because you already have your item slam. So
Yeah.
I can see both sides. But I think, like I said, Anima is quite a high
Lower grab back
skill.
here, probably
Yeah,
gonna be a
lower
slam
grab
dunk
back,
for
yeah.
her.
I think going Anima is quite a high skill comp you need to be because you need to know how to scout. You need to know a lot about fight judging and how to get close wins or close losses. In her spot, she's still trying to lose streak when no one's trying to grief her. So hopefully, eventually, she starts playing a normal board and not full opening. Seems like she's kind of doing it now.
Yeah.
Has a
Might be
random
listening to some
Yeah.
people in that are commenting on the gameplay. Finally selecting her or arbiter as well.
Yeah, seems like she got
Wonder what she is going for.
Diana, so she can finally pick the arbiter. She went for
She's playing the Diana 1 though, so this is
Yeah.
she is still very much trying to lose no matter what, as hard
like I
as
said, like a board like this, you should be slamming items because your opponent has 3 items now, items on 4 key and items. However, yeah, I think she might kill 1 unit. She is on track on getting 400, so she could make a big cash out. Oh, on track on
She
500,
is-
I mean.
She is pretty greedy, and
Would you think
Toffa
do you
enables
think
her
she'd greet
gambling
this?
behavior. I think you take this.
I would 100%
This is
take
too
this. And she greeted.
And she did not. I would
And-
have told. She loves Diana too. Like that's her favorite unit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So slide whatever it was, very good
Yeah.
item
I
for
think-
Diana.
I think she also needs to realize
the-
that just because you cash out your Anima, that doesn't mean that you 100% win combat from then onwards.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hit a rent, you might face an opponent that also spiked just as hard as you.
She also now
and loses.
going under 50
Oh,
gold as if she
Mental
had taken her
handicap
cash out.
picked Zed augment, so he's going for that extra point for Zed too. He is stuck level 7 currently. He does have the gold.
Does that no longer give you an item?
It does. It gives you Shojin still.
Oh, it gives you should. I thought it gave you a different item.
They are
My bad.
decently healthy, 50% healthy, so I could see them going level 9 or mental handicap level 9. That might be a sleeper OP pick for double up because as he joins into the field, I think all his clones will also join in.
Let's see.
Glass Shoe and Kairos are the top, surprisingly, but I guess
Yeah.
they did 100
Let's-
streak for a while.
But let's check in with Grass Steward because she was playing nothing really.
Yeah, we are quite curious to see what she has cooked up now.
I'm also kind of curious if she did end up trading that Edge of Night.
Yeah. As we wait.
And it seems like all 8 candidates have selected Yasuo. I don't think Evelyn is a very popular hero.
Yeah, I think there's certain Evelyn ones that do provide a lot of value. For example, a force cost at stage 2. But a majority of
Steamroller.
them, or like even this one where you get 2 random 5 costs, could be quite useful,
Yeah.
especially if you need a 5 cost. And in Grass, look that she is playing around the Master Yi, but I don't
Are they both playing Master Yi?
know. They are both playing. Oh, they're playing around the 4 or more units. 4 more same units.
Ah, I see.
But I'm
They
just
are going to rack up a lot of points that way. Like it's
Yeah.
+1 and then +2 for both having Master Yi, I imagine.
Yeah.
So, but they would need to win the lobby regardless to get even close to.
exactly. But they
Jumping
might be
up
on
there.
track to coming first if all of the lines up properly for them.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem Master Yi might face would have been the cash out from Mel with a very strong Diana.
Yeah, that is true. But
But
it just
she
depends.
didn't take the cash out. She might just she did take the
She
cash
did
out
cash
now.
out.
So
She got Ice Blast armor, which is actually one of the strongest tank ones
Yeah.
you could get.
also still has to. Oh, the champion duplicates are from her augment. So
Yes.
probably just got. Did she just get a
Fiora 2 that she's not fielding.
Fiora 2?
It's rolling for
You might
Jinx.
want to field that instead of I think rolling for Jinx is also such a waste.
In this spot, you should
the
have just
Searing Short Bow should also for sure go on the Aurora, I imagine.
The Fiora 2 should definitely have came in.
And she rolled to 0 gold, so I don't think she will cap out quite high enough to guarantee a win.
But
she really just wants that Jinx, which is, I think, yeah, it's just
like a rookie mistake that a lot of players make, where they think they need to freestyle all their units.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it is just more valuable to stop rolling and just push levels, cap out your board even
higher. At least
higher.
for now, she will be winning combats, but it seems like Toffa might have lost that one just before she was able to join in on his board.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
She's also still playing Briar, so that is interesting. How did she end up with a Briar 3? Did she get it next to the Fiora 2?
It might have been from a cash out or something.
But even now, you're so strong on board. Surely you just save your 10 gold and you just let Toffa send you another Jinx if he finds it.
Toffa is
send him.
Toffa is playing reroll as well. Does hit Jax
Toffa is very strong right now.
Yeah, he did spike with the text Jax.
He's also rolling to 0 gold. I mean, they are at 11 HP.
Yeah, he is one off Milio and Amphion. I'm not sure if Mel even have sent him any units in the entire set, to be honest with you, Dipsy.
She must have, no? It's on cooldown right now.
No, is it? Is this cooldown or is this not in sent?
I think this is cooldown, I imagine. Oh, maybe it's not.
Yeah. I think she's been focusing too much on her own board.
No. She just sent him a Jax, by the way.
Oh,
like legit, just as we we watched her send him a Jax. And I think even in the previous game, she sent him a unit. She had a Mossy on the bench that she couldn't send because she had sent him one previously. So
yeah, that is true. But yeah,
she has been helping Toffa
Rashua
out too,
does
but
know
I think
the positioning for Master Yi. Go for this positioning because you split the front line and once Master Yi has cleared out the front line, it'll go direct to the back line. However, she is playing against Mel, which is probably the strongest board currently, so that is a big loss for them. Looks like they are quite low right now. They're on 11 HP. I respect the effort for going for the points, but
yeah,
I don't think the comps is capped up enough, and contesting each other is not the best way to play the game as well.
Yeah, I think we even discussed it, right? I think using the rules, like having units that sharing units on your final board, I think is an option if you feel like you're gonna lose. Like for example, when you played against when we had the last game where Toffa hit the Kindred 3, if you at some point realize I am not going to hit my Rammus 3, we are second locked. That's where you kind of pivot and you just secure as many points as you can possibly get. I think from the get-go, contesting each other like this just seems like a recipe for disaster.
It does seem that they both have hit their Master Yi too. However, Kairos is still stuck on Kench 1. But I guess he does
also
have
has, I think, the Gragas item on Nasi, which is probably not ideal.
Yeah, he has it. He has his tank items on Urgot. If you read here, it says attack fighter.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
sure.
reading might not be, like
TFT.
I don't know. Communicating in meows is, one thing.
Maybe he just doesn't understand his language. His language
exactly.
Is quite foreign to him.
Maybe the Cat to English dictionary wasn't available to him, as they're once again both losing their combat. Brinked now.
Yeah, they are 1 HP.
Imagine they will be going off in 4th, but you have to at least you have to admire the balls to actually go for this.
Rashua is on 7 Kindreds though, so there is a possibility. However, if Josh of Kairos does lose combat, it does still mean that they will be out. She has 8 Kindreds now. Will she find a final one to get that extra points?
It's rolling for it, but
but
this
doesn't seem to
kind of
find
broke.
Selling her board, selling the Urgot to try and look for another one.
Did not manage to find it.
No.
Now,
I think
was already playing to. Oh, she's just selling everything. Oh,
yeah.
She hit it.
Oh, but I don't think that
Will
is
this
strong
be
enough. That is not strong enough, unfortunately.
Yeah. It depends.
Well,
on
we'll
who
have a
she
look at
plays
it.
as well,
Penjingo has
maybe.
power
This
spike
is
hard
kept
with
out space roof.
Horns free,
hit the
Samira
Blitzcrank as
free,
well.
Bliss items, Samira. And she is... Her front line is not strong enough. Her back line doesn't have enough time to scale. and they have taken last
And
place.
I actually think she's only played 3 units at the end.
4 units.
So she
with,
didn't. Yeah, so they don't even share the same 4 units.
Yeah, but I think our pity, we give them that point. Our pity, because I do not think it will change anything whatsoever.
I see.
Tenma and mental handicap, both on 1 HP. Seems like
They're printing some
try.
corkies
He
here.
has the Nafri. He is 6 corkies and 6.
Also on 6
Ramus.
Ramus.
Holding the Master
Should probably
Yi's.
start selling his Master Yi's now.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to play on his final
might not
board.
have clocked on.
He might have played on the. I think he's trying to play on the final board to. Oh, he didn't field him. Yeah.
Did he sell his Ramus just to play? Oh no, there's another Ramus in the board.
Yeah, I think he tried getting the Master Yi 2 to farm the extra point, but because, you know, he didn't have time to put it in,
Smart.
he didn't get an extra point.
I mean, they haven't. I mean, they have lost. Are they dying though? Are they? No, they're only
I'm
bring
not
now,
sure.
so
I think
they should have another round.
Oh, they might have another round.
Yeah, they live another round. Finally here, Kindred. I mean, there's a lot of Kindreds in the pool now that Grassure died, and
Mantle
seems
handicap
like-
spot is capped quite high as well with the Jinx free and Malware free. He is one of
got the
Maokai
Anima
though.
item as well.
You
Is that a
on-
specific Jinx item?
Yes it is. You want Z1, there's a Zed in the shop, but I don't think he's hitting Zed anytime soon.
Yeah.
But I think unfortunately he has Maokai 2, not strong enough tank. Waku Waku hyped super high with the Dark Star on Arenso.
Yeah.
However, the Zed is
Dark
on the
Star and a
Arenso and
Is that a rogue emblem on the Jin as well?
yeah.
Waku Waku is honestly just looking like.
I think she's the stand-up player for us this tournament.
Yeah, I think, and it's not even really been close. She has shown mastery of a variation of different comps, performed in every single game, even with Kenjingwa dragging her down. I imagine she might even be better at TFT than she is at volleyball. So now we'll have to see whether they can also take on Toffe and ASAP Mel, who are both on winning streaks of their own.
Yeah, I think this round
both with very strong.
I think the next round will determine whether they regret going to the volleyball game or if they're happy that they didn't play this tournament.
Yeah, because I imagine the winner of this might just end up winning the entire competition.
Yeah.
Toffe and Mel were in second place before this game started.
Yeah. So we have Dark Star, 6 Dark Star with Jin 2, or Jin 1 with Rogue Emblem, plus 7 Space Groove on 2, plus Samira 2, and Nami 2, versus Toffee's Stargazer board with a Capital Jax free and Lulu free, plus Mel with her 500 cash out with
She
Ice
seems
Blast
to have
armor.
fixed her items, hit the
Yeah,
Jinx as
hit the
well
Jinx,
now.
holding the Master Yi for some reason. Both.
Might also just be trying to fish for 1 extra point.
Yeah, that is true. But I think Offie's and ASAP Mel's comp are slightly stronger because of the cash out. I am
The cash out from
curious
Mel
on
is
this. I
quite
think
impressive.
I think Waku Waku with Arenso 2 might be enough, but the tanks are dying super fast. I'm actually quite surprised at how fast the tanks are actually dying. For
And
Waku
this
Waku.
Lulu is just printing an absurd amount of
it
money.
seems like
Also, the Kappa juice there on the Melio, probably doing a little bit of work. Has a lot of hats on his little Portuguese hat. Shout out to Flicker by Toffe there.
So I'm sure Mental Handicap and Tenma didn't find many extra points, did they? Didn't. So. He got a Z1, but it was not Z2.
Yeah, I don't think he managed to get to Z2 quite. So,
And looking at these boards, there seems to be no extra points. Apart from maybe a Master E2 that could be fielded for an extra point. Or Waku Waku.
Yeah,
So
that
she's
is,
rolling for something.
Probably realized that they're losing Found. Masip did not put it in time though, so they are not brinked, I guess. So we'll have time to put it in after this combat, but
might still be able to win there, but the Jax does not seem to be taking any damage. Currently not being hit by the Samira though, but oh, Samira target swapped. A little bit of damage as we are looking at... oh, they were already brinked, so they just died. They don't actually manage to put the Marcy in time, and then it's Toffe and Mel winning their second back-to-back game.
I think that might push him over the edge.
And it might be a photo finish. We're gonna have to do some counting of the points here before we
I did get an update
talk to
from
anyone.
10ma that they got plus. He did play Master E2, so he did get plus 1 point. I don't think that changes anything for them.
I don't know. You're the point master.
Yeah. See, transition back to the main screen. I am gonna start calculating the points. Give me a second. Fine. Would you like to bring in the winners?
Do we want to bring them in already before you have counted the
Maybe I should count
points
the points
for sure?
first.
I think we should wait for the
Yeah.
points to be counted first, and then
yeah, I think we should do a final interview for everyone. Maybe from the bottom.
everyone.
No, like
Holy.
team by team, team by team.
Yeah. That's okay.
Should we start with the losers as I calculate the points?
I mean, those are the I guess
Yeah.
we don't need much calculating to determine that meowing might not have been
Yeah. If you can drag them in, then we have a quick.
the best.
Yeah.
As I'm dragging in Rena and Kairos right now.
Hello.
I think we're planning
Hello.
to calculate the points first before interviewing everyone. But I think with the performance you had today, I think no points need to be calculated for your team. And I think you're just automatically fourth.
Yeah, sir.
If Dipsy would like to take and ask them some questions.
Yeah. I mean, I think the obvious question is where did it go wrong for you? We saw a nice little strat in the last game. It was an interesting cook. Did you guys just feel like you were so far behind that you needed kind of the stars to align to even make it back? Or what was the thought process behind that?
Exactly. That was exactly the thought process behind it. We knew that we
Yeah,
wouldn't
we just needed
be
full
able.
send.
Yeah, we knew that we wouldn't be able to get anything but last place unless we went all in. So I just said I'm gonna play the Master Yi comp for the extra points, and I'm gonna try to 4-star, 3-star unit as well. So yeah, that was kind of the thought process.
I had a question about
Yeah.
your second augment, Reina. You picked the Ionic Spark augment when you're playing a Master Yi comp. Can you just run me through your process of why you picked that augment?
So I picked that augment because I wanted to get an item and keep win streaking, even though it might not have been the best. But at that point, I still had Lissandra in my comp. And then I had Pandora's items, so I was just gonna let the item reroll into something else after.
I see. May not be the best augment to pick when playing Master Yi, but I do respect the cooking and the thought process,
Hey.
so respect for that. Unfortunately, like I said, you guys did come last. I hope you guys had fun either way.
It was a weird game. It was fun. It was a weird game, especially the last game, because I think I was on like a 10 win streak coming out to start at one point, and it's just one of those things again where I'm good at playing tempo and playing early, but then it not knowing what any of the comps do kind of hurts when I'm playing Primordian and I get a random Primordian emblem that does nothing, and I look at Mel's board and I just see a 2-star Fiora while I'm still here with my 3-star 1 costs. It's really not kind of disheartening, But yeah, 3-star Kindred came out. I sent one over. She got it. It was big. But other than that, not much of note in that game, I don't think, other than the infinite tears I kept getting from Slightly Magical Roll, and literally like the treasure hunt as well gave me, I think, 2 extra tears. It was kind of it was definitely something.
So yeah, I mean, you guys did well. You guys were underdogs, so you know,
Really?
yeah. You
Wait,
guys
wait,
were
oh yeah.
I have one really important question for you, Kairos. Like,
Yeah.
what rank must your previous partner have been for him to carry you to a first place in the previous competition?
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Okay. You
Hey, don't flame
won the
my
previous
duo.
competition, of course. The
yeah,
previous
yeah.
WAN tournament. Like, what rank is your previous partner, your usual partner that couldn't make it? Like, did he not make it because he knew it was going to be a disaster and he just didn't want to play with you? Like,
I think that was it. He was like Plat Emerald kind of rank, I'm pretty sure, and he just took one look at like Mel and Kenji, and he kind of knew it was cooked, so he had to bail.
So
But
he
yeah,
was
no,
not willing to see it through with you.
No,
Not
I
here to
agree with
defend the
whoever said.
title.
I agree with that guy that said that in chat. By the way, can we kill Dipsy with hammers? I don't know who said that, but halfway through the second game, you were like, yeah, extra points for hitting level 10, extra points for this. I mean, you may as well be giving out extra points for like in-game names starting with an M, maybe like. I don't know, man. Like, can we get some extra points for having an LP gap between peaks of 600 or more? Because I think that would be quite helpful.
also,
I mean,
yeah.
I'll be completely down for that amount of extra points. I'm just afraid no amount of extra points would have actually lifted you into even third place. But you know, it is very unfortunate.
You guys were close to third. Third did get 19 points compared to your 16 points that you guys got. So and you did farm a lot of points at the end. So maybe if you had that strategy from the start, you guys could have done a lot better. And back to what you said, Dipsy. They actually won the last tournament because the people in that tournament were also quite low in ranks and didn't play that much. So Josh and Jay,
it's so funny. It's so funny, by the way, looking at the player cards. It's like every single one is just like emerald, 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 and then it's like silver, gold. It's like, yes, let's go.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us. If you could stay for like 10 minutes and then we have a group talk at the end, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But we're gonna interview everyone else.
Course.
We're gonna interview everyone else first before we do that.
It's gonna take more than 10 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, it may take more than 10 minutes. So also let's realize we're in the lobby, not the casting. I think Dipsy, we moved to the lobby, we moved to casting and move everyone else to
That's fine. Yes,
casting.
that's fine.
Yep.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Kairos and Rena, for your time. We will get back to you,
you guys can
shortly.
stay here.
But in the meantime, we will go talk to, I think, what is the number 3 is Tenma and Mental.
Alright, let's go.
Hello again, middle of the pack team. How are we doing?
Fine.
It's rough.
It's rough. Well, what is rough? Where did we go wrong? Like, what kind of happened today? Walk us through it.
Man, I couldn't decide if I wanted to commit to Maokai or level up for Z2 for bonus points.
Yep.
And I didn't get either because of that. One of our guys, I think Topo or someone, collected like almost all of them out of the shop. So I think I should have rolled for Maokai for like a stronger frontline. I had a decent board, so I'm really bummed that I got third.
Understandable.
Yeah, I wanted to add that I actually expected more from you guys, to be honest. With with mental mode, you capping, you peaked Diamond 4 in solo queue, and Tenma you peaked, I think, Emerald in solo queue. So I was a bit disappointed in you guys. I feel like you guys could have done more. Maybe the nerves got to you. £10 on the line is a lot of money, so yeah, maybe shave your legs, and that shaved legs. Maybe play differently. I don't know. So
maybe
next tournament can be solo. Like,
you know what?
Buddy.
That is up to debate. A few people did say to bring a solo tournament, which I am thinking about.
I'll be honest. That just sounds like a lot of people are blaming that duo rather than reflecting on their own performance. If I'm honest.
Yeah, it's true. So but I still think you guys played well. I think Tenma, you keep forcing the Nar comp. doesn't seem to like going too
Okay,
well.
buddy, I did not force it. You know, I got Nar and like for 2-1, like you know.
Yeah, that's a
it is.
force. That's
And
what we call a
and then
force.
Meepsy, and then Meepsy, Nar Meepsy, you know.
I got 1 Nar and 2
Yeah, I got 1
had to
Nar.
force
I
it.
gotta force it. But yeah, I mean, you
I
guys,
respect it.
you guys came a humble third, 3 points behind 4th place. Ahead of 4th place, but 6 points behind 2nd place. You know, you guys were actually in both tournaments. This is your 2nd L in a row. So hopefully,
Sit up, bro.
hopefully for the next tournament, you guys might win it out and play better. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. You can go back. You can go into lobby and have a talk with the rest of the other teams as we bring out the 2nd place winners or 2nd place placements.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
Alright, see.
Oh, I need to string my screen to you as well. Sorry about that.
That's all good. I will now bring in Ken Jingwa and
Hello?
just Ken Jingwa.
Yeah, well, they're playing in the same room, so yeah.
Hello?
So, hello, Max. Can you hear us? Are you both there?
Yes. Yeah, we're here. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah.
Hi.
So, unfortunately for the third game, you had this connection. We tried to help you, but obviously with a minute delay, we didn't actually know, and you couldn't communicate that with us.
It didn't matter.
But you guys played a very good final game with Space Group capped out quite high with On 3, Samira 3, and a very strong Irelian Dark Star 6 comp. Unfortunately, you were playing against Mel, who did cash out 500 for Anima. I was wondering, like, would in any point at the start of the game, did you ever thought about griefing them?
So
and maybe stopping
I actually
them?
was going to. I actually griefed mental handicaps Anima, if you didn't see.
Yeah.
But then I decided, okay, I'm kind of low HP, so I should probably focus on like building my own board. And then again, no one is playing on Samira, so I was like, I should, like, statistically, I should just force that board no matter what. So I did, and I got like the board I needed, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Then we were just saying like, they both played really well because they got 3-star Kindred right last game, so we can't beat that. And then they got the Anima cash out, so there's not much we can do. So and then when we tried to do 3-star forecast, they actually countered us pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was pretty much deserved. Yeah.
And for
Apart-
Waku, unfortunately you guys did get 2nd, but me and Dipsy
Yeah,
both were very, 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 very impressed by the way you played.
Wow.
Like, I think the comp variety that you have.
We're not saying Max got carried, but
Yeah, we're not
God
saying Max got
damn.
carried, but damn, the performance you gave this tournament is like you were the MVP in this tournament for us both.
Yeah,
and
true,
it was
it's
very.
true.
We were just surprised by how flexible you were, but also how knowledgeable you were in each comp as well.
Yeah.
The way you went
Even,
from playing
the last game, we were talking before you actually seed. Were you Gwen was explaining to me how there's this new board that no one knows of yet, with like a Kanan Aatrox reroll.
Yeah, double.
Then you couldn't buy some Aatroxes and stuff because you DC'd, obviously.
Yeah.
We said to pivot because it was kind of.
But you were actually going to play that board.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to,
yeah.
but it's quite contested, I think.
Primordian.
So
Primordian.
yeah, Primordian is
There's four
everyone's
Primordian
holding it.
players, yeah.
So I feel like we'll get 4th if we
Yeah, literally.
if we do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I picked the Oddman for the emblems, so I
Yeah.
can know which comp I'm playing.
Yeah, so you got a good sense of direction afterwards. But yeah, like Gwen said, I think the knowledge, like we were talking before, and in the preview we were saying there's not really when was scouting your match history. There's no.
There was no like similar comps. Every comp was different from one another.
You were playing
Yeah.
something else every game. You're just playing what you get and making it work. And we commented like that can be a strength, but it could also obviously be a weakness if you're lacking knowledge, like depth of knowledge in every single comp. But you seemed spot on with so many of your decisions, the argument selections. It's yeah. I mean, we don't want to just glaze you all evening, but that's kind of what we've been doing so far anyway.
Yeah, to be honest, we're just playing fully for fun, and we just enjoy playing TFT. So we just had fun, and we actually. I was saying it's kind of a good thing that we probably lost, by the way. Like have someone else win. Like we actually.
I think if there was another tournament, which I am going to be hosting, I think you guys will be probably the favorites, or I can see you two winning the whole tournament. Hopefully, you guys had a lot of fun. Hopefully,
That is what the favorites are, to be fair. Like the favorites are the favorites to win.
Yeah.
them.
Nah,
But I think
we lost though. We're definitely not the favorites. We lost. Come on.
Yeah, but I think you two played really well, and you should be very happy yourselves. And if
Just
you
our
guys
placement was good.
and you guys
I'm happy
if you
with
guys
that.
continue playing double up, I can definitely see you guys hitting Masters, GM, even Challenger. To be
Wow,
honest.
right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you guys.
Challenger.
Yeah, you
That
can.
is.
Definitely
And
definitely
Wen knows absolutely nothing about Challenger and TFT, by the way.
Okay, dude. Okay.
Also, Kareem plays on iPad as well, like not on
Yeah.
computer. Like,
Yeah, that is really impressive. That also adds to
That
how
is
impressive
crazy
it is.
impressive. That
Yeah.
is
So
actually.
what, do you have
nuts.
like a laptop with the comps, and then you have?
Sometimes she does, yeah. Sometimes she doesn't.
Did she have the comps with this time?
I don't think so. I think we were just self freestyling.
So
Oh, yeah.
So Kareem, you're freestyling all 3 games. Your knowledge in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
head, playing on the iPad with no second monitor, showing you what comps to play.
It's team effort.
Yeah.
It's team effort.
Oh.
It's team effort.
Kenji also help a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone is like
Yeah.
flipping me, but I feel like I didn't play that
No,
badly.
Max,
like,
you play
No,
really
no,
well.
no,
It's
you
just
didn't.
that
I thought our
it's like-
placement was pretty good too,
it's like-
and I feel like I did best for my conditions.
yeah, it's like you perform like a 9 out of 10, but Waku performed like a 28 out of 10. So it's kind of like
Also, do you know what I realized about Toffee and Mel? They're really good at winning out the lobby, by the way.
yeah,
Like,
it's
Yes.
because
They got really good right now.
it's because Mel plays a lot of Anima, so you want to
it's kinda hard, and
grief
I should
them.
have griefed her. We were saying I should have
Yeah.
griefed.
But you guys played really well, honestly. Like I am actually really proud of you guys. And yeah,
Thank you.
hopefully
Thanks,
we can
guys.
see
It's
you
fun.
guys in the next tournament.
Thanks for hosting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
thank
course.
you for hosting.
Yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed.
The point system was kind of fun too, also.
Yeah, I think adding extra points was fine. I think the extra points where the new rules
It makes
added
it less
wasn't
try
worth
hard.
it because maybe we should
It
came
was
out.
worth it.
Yeah,
It
maybe
was
if,
worth it.
I don't know.
It
Maybe
was worth it.
if we came up with that from the beginning, then it would have been better.
No, we should have just added them, but it's fine.
It's what it is,
Thank you very much.
You guys play well. Yep.
It was actually really fun
Congratulations.
to
You
watch
stay.
and analyze your games.
Just stay in
Thanks,
stay in the
Carsten.
lobby, and then we'll have a final like goodbye at the end.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
We'll wait. Yeah. Thanks for hosting, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So we get the lobby.
Yeah, go back to the lobby.
I will move. Sorry. Well, I think that just leaves us with Toffa and Mal.
Yeah, the winners
The
of
winners of
the TFT.
what's it? Deity Duos
Yeah,
tournament.
Deity TFT tournament.
Getting
Duos
them
tournament.
in here now.
And
Hello.
we have the winners of
Hi!
the cup,
Yay! We won!
making the comeback, losing the first game, only getting 3 points, and then winning the next 2 games in a row.
Mhm.
Oh my god,
Yay!
this is like
What?
Cape Verde.
Comeback story.
Okay, we can't compare everything to Cape Verde. At least like use the Knicks reference. Come on, man.
Nah, this is LeBron James. It's 0-3.
Let's go.
All right. Anyways, guys, you guys played really well every
Magnus,
game apart from the first game,
I
obviously.
can't believe Wen knows
I
one
was
sports
proving.
reference
I was
and just
making a point. Went to you. You know, you called me. Space Groove OTP, something like that. You
Yeah.
know, so first game I go Space Groove. I 4th place it. I
Yeah.
never
But
pick it
you
again,
also-
and I win both.
To be
Yeah.
fair, you did not even manage to get a Samira or an Orn 2, right?
Yeah, as we saw the
Yeah,
first game,
no,
we had
I
Orange.
don't know. I
That's
was just,
good.
I played RuneScape on the side.
I mean,
I wasn't
I'm not-
even paying attention.
I'm not instigating. Some people were buying your units and not playing them.
And I think
It's fine.
in the first game, someone had. I think Reina had 6 Orns before you even had an Orn too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think she's playing that. But yeah, congratulations, guys. Like,
Yay!
how would you feel about the last game? I know Mel, me and
I'm very
Dipsy were like, oh my god, she got 400 cash out, but she's definitely not clicking that because she's greeding for 500 cash out for sure. 100%. 100% she's greeding for that.
The cash out was so good
Yeah,
too.
it had the
No,
best
but the
item
thing is,
for dupes.
I know I had the best item. I had the Cyclonics cylinder.
Yeah.
What called? Cyclonic something?
Yeah.
I had that, but
You already had 3 Diana items, right?
Yes, because I got the Trinity Force and I was like, okay, every time I get the Trinity Force, I like to put down Diana and just like play off that. And I got that on my first augment. So I took that and I was like,
That's good.
I'm gonna just play
I think
Anima.
yeah. I think the
Don't
one
make my
mistake.
units.
Yeah, I think the one mistake you made was after hitting Diana 3, Aurora 3, and Lowy 3, you continued rolling for Jinx, even though you only had 3 copies of it. And you had a Fiora 2 on bench as well. So I think that was the only mistake. Maybe you should just push levels. But who am I to talk to you? Because you won the lobby anyways.
I was looking for not Jinx. I was looking for LeBlanc. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
get
fair
LeBlanc.
enough.
'cause
Yeah,
she's
and
a unit.
Toffee played it very good, very solid, very standard.
Mhm.
Lulu Jax game with the medallion, obviously the best one for Lulu Jax. Hitting the Lulu 3, Jax 3. As long as he can stabilize and like store enough for Mel to join, being like, making sure he's just holding his ground. And that was a really good game by you as well.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's
thank you.
fun.
Yeah.
No matter how much we played, you have to still give shout out to
Waku Waku.
Waka Waka for
Yeah, we did.
holding a little antler and still getting second place, almost tying
I
first place. All
She's
alone.
actually my MVP as well. She's actually my MVP as well.
Yeah.
She did so
I think
well.
I think yeah, to me and Dipsy at least, she was definitely MVP. She plays so many comps, so many comps. She's playing on an iPad and she doesn't even have the comp overlay on. She's playing on the just from what the knowledge in her
that she has
mind.
Max as a juror.
Yeah,
Really a shame,
I mean,
I think.
as much as we play Max,
Waka Waka.
as much as you want to play Max,
Yeah.
I think Max did also play well in picking.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
we've
the
been
best
bashing
thing.
Max. We've been kind of bashing Max all evening, but he played well.
I think the best thing Max did this tournament was picking Waku Waku as his teammate.
There is some truth in that.
I mean,
Honestly, he deserves it for trying to move the schedule to 2 o'clock. So
No, we don't need to lash. We don't need to bring anything out of this. They did show up.
Shout out to Anna. They had so small time and such a short time.
Yeah,
To,
that's true as well. I think
So
they
yeah,
played really
shout
well. I
out to
think,
everyone.
especially in the final game, they started to pick up on how to actually get those extra points, and they were actually farming a lot of points there. So maybe if we had more games or they had more practice, they would have done that from the start. But
yeah, there was
I
more
think,
meowing than more gameplay.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
There, I think.
Maybe more like talking and less meowing.
Less
or whatever.
meowing.
I think doubling down on the meowing could have at least gotten them 3 points.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if they just said meow the entire
Yeah, like not say a
game,
single
yeah.
word. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, congratulations, Toffee and Mel. You guys won the prize pool. I will send it over. We'll have a talk later on, anyways, and now we can arrange that. On how you want to split it, either give all to Mel. Probably it's probably how easiest way. Easiest way.
Give it to me and then we sort it out.
Yeah.
You guys all know where that money is going.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, again, yeah. Congratulations.
Thank
You
you
guys
so much.
can join and share any shoutouts you want to give before we send you back to the lobby.
Shout out to you guys for amazing casting, amazing team, amazing production.
Amazing tournament.
Thanks for all the
Thank you.
time that you put into these slides, when and Dipsy. It's truly.
Can't tell
it's
it's
pretty much a
sarcasm,
full
or
wave.
is that like you being serious?
No, genuinely, it's just genuine compliments right now. And shout out to everyone else that joined: Anna, Mo, Tenma, Kenji, Waku Waku, and
Josh.
Yep, and Toffee, obviously,
Yeah, and Toffee. Yep. And
myself, obviously.
yeah,
Thanks,
and
Mo.
yourself.
for coming.
Especially you.
Yeah, especially you.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you
The
to
winners.
myself for coming.
The winners for Wen's second cup. You guys qualify for the qualifiers. The fine tournament.
Amazing. I'm just qualifying to everything nowadays. Go to Saudi. Where is this one? Because I'm going to Saudi Arabia, so I need to, adjust the schedule a little bit.
Yeah.
To make sure
I
it's
don't
decent.
think, unfortunately, we don't have any blood money available, and
Yeah.
we kind of like keep ourselves to the human rights thing. But outside of that, we're basically the Esports World Cup. So
Right.
Let's
I'll
go.
see you in UK then, yeah.
no Riyadh, bro.
Again, congratulations you two for winning the tournament, and yeah, you guys can join back as me and Dipsy close the stream. Close out for the stream.
Okey-dokey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, Dipsy. What a day. What a long 3 hours and 11 minutes, 12 minutes now that we had.
Yeah.
I think I'll let you take the stage first.
Me? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I think there's only one conclusion really we have to arrive at this moment, is that we can't possibly wait a full set for another WEN tournament, whether that is a duo, a double up tournament, or that we free some of these victims from their abusers, because apparently some people are not that happy with their duos, but
yeah,
I just don't think we can wait another full year.
Maybe not. I mean, set 18 is coming out quite soon. Well, probably a month or so. So maybe I can host an early tournament when no one knows anything about the set, and maybe that'd be fair for everyone.
Cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. But yeah, for shoutouts, firstly, thank you Dipsy for joining me for the co-cast. Appreciate a lot. You provided a lot of input, a lot of prompting, a lot of help as well, either through the tournament, whether helping with moving people in core, even casting wise, did a really good job. So yeah, shout out to you for coming on with me. Secondly,
Shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to you. Secondly, shout out to every player that joined us today. So the 4 teams, you guys all played really well. The competition was quite tight towards the end. Obviously, there was a few teams that maybe could have done a bit better, but obviously, not if everyone did good, then or everyone could get first, then obviously that's not possible because someone needs to get fourth. So
thank you for explaining that to us. I think the entire viewer base had no clue that's how competition worked. So
yeah, but I'm saying like the 4th team could have been a bit more competitive, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
I agree. I agree fully.
We don't blame them, obviously, because they're new.
I mean, we blame Josh.
We blame Josh only, just Josh.
Actually, but
just
the problem is Josh just blames Israel, and then
Yeah, and then it's Israel's fault apparently. Okay, and
probably
that's the only politics we're allowed in this stream. Also, thank you to all the viewers that decided to show up and speak to us. I didn't actually get to read any of the comments because it's my first time running it on Twitch, so I have a hard time looking at the chat while trying to commentate and do other stuff. So apologies on that. Maybe for the next tournament, I'll be more prepared for that. So thank you everyone for staying tuned. And yeah, I think that's it. I think the tournament went really well. I think everyone had a good time, which is why I set up the whole tournament, is to make sure everyone had fun and enjoyed their time. Dipsy, you got anything last closing statements before we say goodbye to everyone?
Not really. It is stupid hot out here, and I need to go for a swim.
Oh, okay. Good to know. And with that in mind, I think me and Dipsy will be going. So thank you everyone for showing up. Love you in chat, and we'll see you guys hopefully soon. Bye.
All 7's in the chat.